It is Friday Night Lights, postseason underway. Gary Crispin and Babe Bear, brought to you by Fairfield Auto Group. Fairfield for fair deals. Coming up top of the hour, the Rennie Road Armel All-State game, and it will be the Loyalsock Lancers here at Ken Robbins Stadium against the Indians of Shamokin. Henry Hynoski, good buddy of yours, a guy you trained from the time he was a kid at Southern Columbia through Pitt and the New York Giants. Super Bowl ring he won, and he's turned certainly the entire culture around at Shamokin. Winning attitude, he feels pretty good about his club coming in. They're 5-5.
Well, you know, you're right. They're 5-5. When Henry told me he was taking this job, I really had some concerns because this is a team that has not had a winning season in over 10 years. And it's a team that used to be good, but all of a sudden they started to fall apart. I said, Henry, did you do your homework on this team? But he was convinced that he could turn things around, and he sure has.
Yeah, he sure has. They're 5-5. They've only won one game in each of the last 3 years. Coming in his dad, Henry Hynoski Sr., pretty good football player in his own right, who played at Mount Carmel, Temple, and of course played for the Cleveland Browns. He is on that staff, and they're winning football games. They've had a brutal schedule. They've beaten some really good teams. Meanwhile, the Loyalsock Lancers seem to again be peaking as they did a year ago. The defending District 4 champions last year beat Danville for the title, hoping to get to Danville next week if they're still around, coming off a 48-12 win over the Southside Mounties.
Well, you know, with Loyalsock, they're a team that depends on the quarterback. They have for years, and they have a young man named Cavanaugh right now who is really doing a great job of managing this team, but you never know who's going to play quarterback tonight.
Yeah, we'll talk about the possibility of seeing Connor Watkins come back. Will it happen in this game tonight? First round, District 4. We've got more coming down. Stick around. Friday Night Lights, Shamokin and Sock, minutes away, right here on Cable Sports. Hard to believe, Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance, 40 years and going strong here in Williamsport, Westminster Drive. And Rennie, you know, I know one of the things we've talked about in the past, life insurance, and how important having life insurance is for folks that are married, have a home. Tell me more about life insurance.
Most people don't realize. They think $100,000 or $50,000 is enough life insurance. We try to talk to people every time they pick on an additional debt, especially buying a home and getting a mortgage. We want to make sure there's adequate coverage there, that if something happened, the family would be able to stay in their home and not have to move or sell a house that may be less than it's worth because you have to get rid of it.
So bottom line is it's that insurance policy, knowing you've got the life insurance to make sure you're in great shape if anything would ever happen.
Exactly, Gary. I've been on both sides. I've had situations where people died and there was adequate coverage and the house was able to be paid off and whatever. And I've also seen the other side of the coin where people were forced to sell their house because there wasn't adequate life insurance at that time.
Good idea to check on life insurance by calling Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance, Westminster Drive, Williamsport, and in Mansfield, 326-6645.
Roach Financial has been committed to building trustful, long-lasting relationships with our customers for over 25 years now. Over the years, both our personal as well as our family of customers has grown. Our mission has remained clear: stay true to our ethics and constantly keep our customers' needs in mind. Come join our family for the next 25 years as we continue to provide employee benefit and financial services within the community we serve.
Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliances, 1966. Family-owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, Route 15, South Side. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves on our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield. For fair deals, you're gonna love us.
Hey, we're back. We're ready to talk fast facts and keys to tonight's ball game. Gary Crispin and Babe Bear. Postseason and the first round game in District 4 in AAA tonight. Sock hosting the Shamokin Indians, 5-5 coming in. Sock really looked good last week, set the tone early, and they found an outstanding quarterback that gets better every week in Chase Kavanaugh. Let's talk about fast facts, brought to you by Palco Federal Credit Union. Here's a guy that rushed for 149 yards, 3 touchdowns, threw for 95 and a score, looking good. What about number 4, Watkins? Could we see Connor Watkins tonight? What's your guess?
Well, I think there's a lot involved here in Connor Watkins' decision. I think one thing is he's a tremendous all-around athlete. He could, if he would get hurt here playing football, he could be out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, you've got basketball and baseball.
Right. But on the other hand, he's a competitor. I mean, I know he wants to play. So it's going to be a tough decision from that part. Now, the other thing is he cleared to play?
Yeah, well, that's the last time we checked.
That's the big thing that we have to deal with. So I don't know. And the fact that Chase Kavanaugh has done such a great job up to this point. All right. Do you want to disturb this team, at this particular time? It's going to be interesting. If it were me, I would, and he's cleared, I would dress the Watkins, and I would have him on the sideline ready to go. But I think I'd let Chase Kavanaugh start the game.
Last time we checked, there was no clearance yet. Nobody's talking. Should be interesting. On the other side, the Shamokin Indians banged up too. Colin Bowers, will he start? He's had a concussion protocol dealing with. That's one of the guys we're talking about. Bryson James, another guy they're taking a look at. Will he play? You've got Nate Miller, who's their one good tailback that is going to be very good. He's certainly going to be an impact guy we'll talk about coming up. It could be Nate Grimes getting the start, but we're still up in the air there on Shamokin. It's been the year of the injury, and the Indians banged up coming in too.
Well, there's no doubt about it, and you're going to see a little bit different team in Shamokin. Henry Hynoski went in there, and he built up a team that is going to be physical, a team that's going to hit you, and a team that likes to run the ball. And if you run the ball, you eat clock, and I think that's what he's going to be going for in this ball game.
Yeah, he feels pretty good. His team, despite having a brutal schedule and knocking out Lewisburg and Selinsgrove, 2 of their big wins this year, feels really good about the fact that a different attitude, not quitting, playing, giving it their all. That is what he's most pleased with about this Shamokin team. They're 5-5. It's going to be a tough game for Loyalsock. Shamokin and Sock minutes away. Chris Massey will give you his predictions. Big games tonight. The playoffs coming next. This is Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Fairfield for fair deals. Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
I've had an interest in reptiles and amphibians since I was 11 or 12 years old. And so when I came out of the military in 1964, I began to build Reptiland. And with the help of family and friends and employees, the zoo has continued to grow ever since. Sure, a lot of things have changed in 53 years, but one thing has never changed. The smiles. Welcome to Reptiland.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
River Valley Transit has partnered with the Community Arts Center for its 4th year to provide a free show shuttle service for the 2018 and 2019 season. Park downtown, grab a bite to eat, ride the show shuttle to the CAC, then after the show, have the show shuttle return you to your car. The show shuttle operates in 4 15-minute loops starting 1 hour prior to the show. The show shuttle operates 2 loops following the show, one starting 10 minutes after the show, and the second loop starting 30 minutes after the show. The show shuttle offers 5 stops, including the Community Arts Center. This service is only available for select shows. For more information, please visit caclive.com.
BJ's Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield, for fair deals. You're gonna love us.
Hey, get ready for the big game, the Big Five tonight. Chris Massey with the Sun-Gazette is back, brought to you by Harder Sporting Goods. Play to win, scoreboard update coming up at halftime. Well, big ball game here. Shamokin coming in against Loyalsock. Chris, let's talk about you are, 41-9 right now?
That's correct.
That's not too shabby.
It's an 820 winning percentage. We'll take it.
Yeah, not that you're counting.
No, never.
And you're beating the guys of the Sun-Gazette with the predictions in the paper.
Yeah, and that's as predictable as the sun rising every morning.
That's right. All right, let's talk about the games. South at Canton is a game a lot of people wanted to see. South's been banged up. We saw it against Sock last week. What happens, Class A, first round of the playoffs?
I think it's a matter of how healthy South is going into this game. If they get Luke Winter back, if Ryan Withers can play again, they got a great chance. I think this is going to be a big battle. Doesn't feel like a 1-4 game. This feels like a championship heavyweight fight. But I'll go with Canton in a real close game, 21-20.
Okay, 21-20 Canton. Let's talk about Muncie and Sayre, another Class A game.
Yeah, rematch from 2 weeks ago. Sayre upset them 28-14, although it doesn't look like an upset now. Sayre's been playing great.
And Muncie was up, 14-0 in that game and let it get away.
Yeah, so I got to go with the way Sayre's playing right now. They just beat Athens. I'm going to go with the Redskins. We'll go 28-21.
Okay, let's go to Montoursville. They play Athens this week. What happens there?
This should be an easy one. With all due respect to Athens, Montoursville's on a different level than they are, and we'll go 48-7.
Okay, Williamsport Millionaires, District 2-4. 6A, Hazelton, the last time they played, it was a basketball score, like 64-63. So, before they had Fagnano, he's out with Mono, Potts, Simmons, all out for the season. All right, what happens to the Cherry and White coming up tonight?
Yeah, I mean, with all those guys, they won by 1 point. So Hazelton's as explosive as they come. I just can't see Williamsport hanging with them. We'll go Hazelton, we'll say 44-21.
Wow. Okay. Tonight, Sock Shamokin right here at Ken Robbins Stadium. The Indians under new coach Henry Hynoski, and he's turned him around. They're 5-5, playoff bound. They'd only won like one game each of the last 3 years. What happens coming up tonight? A Sock team that seems to be have a little new resurgence.
Yeah, they've definitely hit their stride, and like you said, Henry Hynoski's changed the culture there. I think this is a team that expects to win now. And they're tough, they're physical, but I love the way Loyalsock's playing. Like you said, they're really hitting their stride and peaking at the right time. So I go with the Lancers, a hard-fought game. I'll say 28-20.
Okay, should be the game. That's the one
I
reason
think it's the
we're
best
going
one
to be
in
here.
the
Should
tournament.
be fun. Chris, we'll see you in the paper Saturday morning. Good luck. Which game are you covering?
I'll be doing Montour, Athens, and South Canton.
Okay, sounds good. We've got to run. That's the story. We're going to be back. We'll talk Impact players as Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Fairfield Auto Group. Fairfield for fair deals continues right after this timeout. Road Armor Allstate Insurance. Rennie, congratulations. 40 years and going strong and many, many more. Rennie, a lot of times we've talked about liability insurance. I know I'm well covered. You guys have my back on that. Let's talk liability insurance and how important it is to have the proper insurance liability-wise in case anything would happen.
Yeah, what I look at in our business, the most important thing is making sure that whatever happens to a client, any accident, any type of thing, they don't have to worry about losing their house and home and their life savings. Everything with us is built around liability, making sure they have the proper coverage. It is absolutely scary to see the type of settlements and what we're seeing in this litigious society that we have today.
Sue happy. Sue happy.
The best way to say it.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at it as a way to make a living. I've seen $1 million lawsuits at least on 3 occasions over the last couple of years. $1 million settlements.
Bottom line is liability insurance, it's a key. Talk to the experts. Rennie Road Armor Allstate Insurance. Hats off to you. 40 years and going strong. Give them a call today. 326-6645. Hey guys, by now you know my favorite place in the entire world, Macetto's Deli, Kenwood Avenue, Old Lycoming. Why do I put on weight? I love the best homemade soup in Central PA, best deli sandwiches, and Monday through Saturday, the amazing breakfast, the omelets, the pancakes, and don't forget about the amazing sausage, gravy, and biscuits here at Macetto's, Old Lycoming Township, Kenwood Avenue. Do I have a feeling that somebody's behind the... What's going... Oh, Tammy, yeah. She's always here at Macetto's. When it comes to menswear, the Clothier has the biggest selection in Pennsylvania, all the top name brands. This is the Babe Mare Makeover.
Babe, there's 2 beautiful coats you've tried on. They're both by Jack Victor, the beautiful patterns. I think the one you have on is the one you should get. Babe, the quarter zip sweater, the shirt, the tie, the Bills khakis pants, and the Alderman shoes is a perfect match for you.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport. When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in, open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more. The best
since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, park pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024.
Rainbow Carpet is pushing the limit on cash and carry pricing. We're slashing pricing on all uninstalled products, including hardwood, ceramic tile, and vinyl click flooring. It's all up to 40% off. Our expert flooring installers will show you or your contractor the basics of installation to keep your costs down and get the most for your money. Between the cash and carry pricing and the right products for your lifestyle, Rainbow Carpet makes it more affordable than ever to get the great floors you need in your home. Looking for a great backsplash? Look no further than Glazio Tile. Unique, colorful, and cost-friendly, Glazio makes a great choice for backsplashes or decorative inlays. Come take a look at our Provenza engineered hardwood line. You get the newest colors and the wide wood everyone's talking about. Come see us at Rainbow Carpet to start your journey to better flooring with affordable pricing.
Hey, coming up top of the hour, getting ready, the first big playoff game, Shamokin and Sock here at Ken Robbins Stadium. Gary Crispin at Babe Mare Cable Sports and our Rennie Road Armor All-State game, touchdowns and tailgates. Babe, let's talk impact players. Nate Miller's the impact player for the Shamokin Indians, had 150 tackles a year ago. Certainly a guy on both sides of the ball. You're going to see him at tailback tonight. Miller was out a good bit of the season. He had a hip fracture. That was in the first scrimmage this year. He's been out until recently. 100% now. He's their go-to guy on both sides of the ball. 150 tackles last year, a key, and they haven't had him. One reason they're playing well down the stretch, Nate Miller is back. He is the Indians' impact player.
No doubt about it, and he's going to be the impact player in this game because I know that the Shamokin coaching staff wants to run the ball against this Loyalsock team, and he's the man they're going to put the ball in his hands.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about it. Got to talk Gerald Ross, you talk Loyalsock. I mean, there's a lot of guys you can pick. Gerald Ross, certainly their go-to guy, broke the all-time county reception mark and yardage and touchdowns and had 4 last week. He's got 61, 62 coming in here, and he's the go-to guy. When whoever's in the ball game, you try to get it to Gerald Ross. That's a key.
Yeah, well, Gerald Ross, to give you an example of how what an impact player he is, last week didn't have a lot of catches in the ball game, but what he did was he drew a double team the entire game, and that's what South did to take him out of the game, but it opened other things up, particularly their running game, and as a result turned out to be a win, a big win for Loyalsock.
No question. Opens up one-on-one with a guy like Chofie, and Derek G caught one over the middle for a touchdown. Everybody keeping an eye on Ross. He is still their impact player. We're going to kick it off, top of the hour, and starting lineups coming up next. This has been Friday Night Lights, postseason style, brought to you by Fairfield Auto Group. Fairfield for fair deals. Opening kickoff minutes away on Cable Sports. I know you need a great night's sleep. You're in the right place. Biters, that's right. Route 15 South Williamsport, the Sleep Center. Joe Biter is the master of selling you the greatest mattress and bedding of all time. You sold me. You had me at hello. The Simmons Beauty Rest Platinum Firm. But you've got a bed for everybody, a mattress for everybody, and it's incredible. I've never had better sleep.
Thank you, Gary. We've been in the bedding business for about 30 years. I think we're getting there. Well, I think we kind of got it perfected. So we had a big redo the last couple years. We redid our sleep center and added some like top name brands like the Simmons Beauty Rest Platinum that you have. We have Tempur-Pedic, we have Sealy, a couple other strong brands, and we have 40 beds on the floor. One is right for everybody.
Hundreds to choose from, and you can customize it. You customized it for me. Let's show them how it works. It's got the remote. I laid down, and I was sold immediately. Raised the foot, raised the head part. It's great. Cuts down on snoring, acid reflux. It's great for your health and circulation, but it's great also if you want to read or watch TV. It's amazing. I've never had sleep like this.
The bedroom now is a sanctuary. It's a sanctuary for working. It's a sanctuary for rest and relaxation, watching TV, reading. Adding the adjustable base to one of these brand new beds is the perfect complement.
It's incredible. It's the best buy I've ever made here at Biters, the Sleep Center. Joe, congratulations. They're selling it like crazy. Here at the Sleep Center, come see Joe Biter. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Gary.
We'll be back with more from Biters. Don't go away.
For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip. The Clothier in the heart of downtown Williamsport has the biggest selection of the state in all the top name brands. Vineyard Vines, Barber, Tommy Bahama, Sport Coats by Jack Victor and Hart Shafter and Marks. Now did Babe Bear make his decision?
Francis, this is the look.
Babe, promise me you're going to wear this on the football game show.
You know I will, Francis.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport. When it comes to great food, great fun, great sports, you've got to make it to Rival Sports Bar and Grill on River Avenue, known for their famous California wood-fired pizza.
Rivals, a great atmosphere and a great place to watch your favorite football teams and the best wings in town.
We love Rivals, California wood-fired pizza, wraps and wings, the best in Williamsport.
Best steak salad and wings in town.
Rivals, River Avenue. Hey, we're back here, Fairfield for Fair Deals pregame show. Rick Quigley with us, and boy, the state-of-the-art Fairfield Toyota. You guys have done well here.
This has been a great location for Toyota, and Toyota's, of course, hot as could be. And as Dan Goldman will fill you in on the great success with Toyota this year.
Well, Dan, you've got a lot of great 2019s we've looked at. You've got, obviously, you've talked Tacoma, Tundra, and so much more. Let's talk about your deals that you have on Toyota and how highly they're ranked in the nation and in the world.
Well, we haven't seen incentives to the levels that they've been this year so far. And with resale value by the very trusted Kelley Blue Book website, we have the number 1, number 2, and number 3 in resale value. The Tacoma number 1, Tundra number 2, and the 4Runner number 3.
Okay, a lot of excitement, too, about these great 2019s. Going to be a great year. You guys sell a lot of Toyotas out of here in Central PA.
Boy, we sure do, and it's due to our great employees, our leader, and great prices.
And a great service
after the sale.
Yeah, I was just going to say, service after the sale. Guys, congratulations on the great run with Fairfield Toyota. Good luck for a great 2019.
Thanks, Gary. Good luck to you, too.
Check it out. Fairfield for Fair Deals.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
Here comes South on 4th down. Flick, thrown to the end zone. That ball is caught. Bull Lynch, touchdown in traffic. Out of the gun, Shear. Warriors ready to flare it out here. They've got that little quick flip screen. Maul, 30, 25, 20. Dylan Maul, the distance. Touchdown, Warriors. Kavanaugh, big play, was to Chofie. Sophomore steps up, throwing for that corner. The ball is caught. What a catch, Ross. Touchdown. You're not going to see one better than that. 1 year ago, the Loyalsock Lancers peaked at the right time. They won the District 4 title, and here they are again, having won 4 in a row, trying to defend their title against the upstart Shamokin Indians. Hi, everybody. Gary Crispin along with Babe Mayer, Cable Sports, and the Rennie Road Armel All-State game. First round, PIAA District 4 here in AAA. Lancers 6-4, 4 straight, and Henry has turned the Shamokin Indians, the former Southern Columbia Pitt and New York Giant, and won a Super Bowl ring, a guy you trained over the years. Henry Hinoski's turned the culture around in Shamokin. They're 5-5.
Well, they're 5-5, but you look at those 5 losses. 3 of the 5 came to first seeds in the District 4 for the playoffs. So they played some Southern Columbias. They played some tough teams at Mount Carmel's. It's been a tough season for them schedule-wise, but they've hung in there. They have a chance right now to be the first winning team in Shamokin in 14 years.
Wow. Got to be interesting. They also had their quarterback back earlier this week. They're up in the air about Colin Bowers. He was on a concussion protocol. He passed. Bryson James, their starting tailback,
did not. He will not play tonight. They've got Nate Miller back, who was injured in the first scrimmage. He's their impact player coming in. He's a guy that had 150 tackles a year ago, injured in the first scrimmage with a hip fracture. He's back. He's a guy that's going to play very well. You're going to see Madden in there too. And will Connor Watkins start tonight? Chase Kavanaugh has really put a great season together when Watkins went down in the fourth game. But the All-State quarterback's warming up, looks good. We'll find out if number 4 gets the start minutes away. Starting lineups and more coming up. The opening kickoff, Sock playing Shamokin, first round, District 4. We'll be right back. Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, Route 15, South Side.
There is a world like no other world where happiness can be found around every corner.
Want to see Mickey?
Filled to the brim with memories and wonder.
Come discover all the magic that awaits you at Walt Disney World Resort. Let the travel professionals at AAA plan this trip of a lifetime. Contact your local AAA office or go to AAA.com/Disney for more information.
And Robbins Stadium tonight, first round, District 4 PIAA Football Championships. Gary Crispin and Babe Bear, you're watching the replay anytime at CableSportsLive.com, WebWeeklyLive.com, and here tonight as you watch it Sunday on Facebook. Going to be interesting. Montoursville playing in the other bracket, and Danville playing in this bracket. A lot of folks say, could there be a rematch? You got to get by Shamokin, but Danville could be waiting in the wings. They're a team they beat earlier 41-40. The Shamokin team that Henry Hynoski, the New York Giants, Super Bowl champion, that played a great career at Southern Columbia, so many state titles, broke all kind of records, and then was so solid for the Pitt Panthers, and then played for New York and the Football Giants for 4 years. And fun seeing Henry come back. He's an assistant principal, dean of students at Shamokin. And Henry and his dad, Henry Sr., who played for the Cleveland Browns and played at Temple, certainly they have put something together. Let's go back down to Ben Reichley. Ben.
Yeah, Gary, I think you and Babe have gone through the analysis of it. The game, you talk about playing at Shamokin, playing football for a guy like Henry Hynoski, who's been major college and, of course, a Super Bowl champion. But it's almost the same thing like training with Babe Mayer or being on the Crispin Morning Show. I mean, right. This is big time. But, hey, getting to the game, what I'm going to find interesting, talking to both coaches for the game, I'll tell you what, they got a great draw playing on Saturday because in our area last night, it was monsoon rains. So we have excellent weather. What I'm going to be interested in seeing is which offensive and which defensive line takes control tonight. Because you're looking at a Loyalsock team that, I'll tell you what, you talk about 5 hour energy, they got their quarterback back. So it's going to be interesting how that offense plays. For Shamokin, that's going to be a challenge for them on defense. But I'll be interested in the first quarter how both lines play and if they can set the tone for the game. But
they set the
pure
tone
excitement.
last week. Yeah, thanks, Ben. Going to be interesting. Connor Watkins appears to be the starter, but boy, did Chase Kavanaugh set the tone for this team, especially these last 4 wins. Threw for 252 2 weeks ago. Last week ran for 149 and 3 touchdowns against South. We're about ready to hear the playing of our national anthem prior to the start of this game. Shamokin and the Loyalsock Lancers here at Ken Robbins Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, as our band is on our competition, Shamokin Band has graciously decided to play the national anthem for us. So please rise, remove your caps.
Well, we're about ready to play some football tonight. A late arriving crowd here at Ken Robbins Stadium. Big crowd on the other side of the field from Shamokin. A lot of buses came in. The Indians are fired up. And, Babe, you talked about when the last time the Indians, who won one game in the last 3 years, won each year. Henry's turned it around with his club. And tough football coach, as Dan Henry Sr. said. He's done a good job, and they've turned the attitude around this ball club around. Obviously, you see Kavanaugh as a starter. We didn't change that. They were tight-lipped about who would start. We'll see. We've got a feeling you're going to see the likes of Connor Watkins tonight. Jamison Kramer. Watkins went down in Game 4 against Bloomsburg as we get set to start this ball game. Kramer getting set to kick it off to start the game. Job Shore has the football at the 4. Brings it back to the 15. Runs it up to about the 25-yard line. Shore comes over there. They come over to make the tackle. And Nate Grimes comes over to make the play for the Shamokin Indians. Here are the Indians taking a look at them on the defensive end. There's the linebackers, safeties. Shamokin up front. Good linebackers. And, of course, an outstanding defensive ends right there. Big Blake Zaylor, a good one, number 52. Here comes Sock. It will be actually Kavanaugh that will start. Now it's going to be Kavanaugh at running back, it appears. Watkins going to start the game. Saw number 25, Connor Watkins, first time for the All-Stater since Game 4 against Bloom. Out of the gun, coming back from the broken collarbone. Watkins back to pass, looks to the outside. That ball is going to be caught. Gerald Ross. And Ross comes out with his 63rd catch of the year. That time, Joe Mosser comes over to make the tackle. Good job, as you got to get that first completion under your belt, get back in that rhythm.
Yeah, you sure do. And that was a nice throw. Watkins has lost nothing off his arm.
Quick opener that time. Kavanaugh is going to run the football. Ran for 149 a year ago, so that's interesting. They start Kavanaugh. They're coming out to the hurry-up offense to start this game. Coming out, no huddle. They come Kavanaugh again. Off that left side, Chase Kavanaugh for a first down run. Good job, Kavanaugh. That time the tackle again by Nate Grimes, number 11, comes over to make the play.
Well, Nate Grimes is, when he's making the tackle, that's good for Loyalsock because they're first down runs.
Sock in that hurry-up offense early. Watkins on that right side roll. Looks to put it up. Throws down here incomplete. Trying to get it to Gerald Ross to start this ball game. Coming up in a hurry-up offense right off the bat, trying to get Shamokin back in their heels early. But it's great seeing Connor Watkins back, and you see how well Kavanaugh has run the football. He starts at tailback in this game tonight. We thought it would be Enriquez, but a great move for a guy that ran for 149. Playing with that number 25, his brother Cole, who's at Susquehanna War. Second down, 10. Sock. Pressure coming. Throws to the outside. Catch is made. Derek G. The ball comes out. He covered it. And a late hit potentially coming at the tail end of the play. Colin Bowers comes over. He was on that play at the tail end.
Brought down by number 2, Colin Bowers.
It's going to be a late hit. That's a tough call. That ball was fumbled, and I think he was more or less going for the ball.
Let's go down to Ben Reichley down below. Ben, you had a pretty good look at that.
Yeah, it's exactly what Babe said. The ball was fumbled, and he was going for the ball. And, these officials are on extra special secret probation when it comes to any helmet-to-helmet type hitting. And, it's unfortunate for Shamokin, but a key for Loyalsock that they recovered the fumble, and then they got the penalty.
Here comes Sock, set back. They've got Kavanaugh. Now Watkins is going to split over. They put Kavanaugh back at QB. Watkins is a wideout. They come out of the gun. Kavanaugh runs the football inside the 20 down to the 19. That time they put Connor Watkins in the slot, moving Kavanaugh back out of the gun. That time coming over, Dennis Cole makes the tackle for the Shamokin Indians.
And I'll tell you what, Shamokin runs a 4-man front. They're running a 4-4 defense, and right now, or 4-3 defense, excuse me, and right now they're really blowing those 4 guys off the ball. They need some backer help.
Here comes Watkins, gives it to Kavanaugh, not much that time. Shamokin comes over to make the tackle. Matt Knowles, the defensive end, 44, comes over to make that tackle.
All right, they did not get the first down. It's going to be third down now and about a half a yard.
Brings up third and short.
Third down and about 1. Football at the 20. No score early. First round District 4 AAA game. They've got Derek G. coming to the sideline. Jofi this side, along with Ross on that right side. And actually Brock Brown. Jofi goes to the left side, lined up at tight end. They sneak it ahead, and Watkins should have enough for the first down. Sock on the march early. I like the move. Not only Watkins getting his first start since the Bloomsburg game and the injury, but the other part of that is putting Kavanaugh on that backfield.
Yeah, and that's something that I'm sure Shamokin did not prepare for. They'll have to make some adjustments. I don't know if they would use Watkins in a passing situation, but it remains to be seen.
This
Here
time,
it is again, going to the other side.
Yeah, they go trips, and they direct snap back to Kavanaugh. Good run. Chase Kavanaugh inside the 10, diving ahead to about the 5-yard line. Good heads up running that time. Matt Chickatano comes over to make the tackle, number 22. Boy, I tell you, talk about having a team back on their feet, showing a little bit of some changes on the offensive side for this Loyalsock team. Watkins, Kavanaugh got to about the 6. And Chase Kavanaugh getting a pretty good start in this ball game here tonight running the football. He's run 6 for 38 yards.
Rob Wetzel came off the edge that time on a blitz and got him down for maybe a little bit of a loss. No gain.
Second down and goal at the 6. Watkins throws, end zone, touchdown, Gerald Ross. And Connor Watkins is back, and Ross, the all-time receiver out of Lycoming County, goes up and catches his 26th in his career. That's big.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a good combination, and surprisingly, Shamokin has not tried to double cover him. He's out there on an island, is Ross. And that was a great pass to the end zone, and you can see that it was not his throwing arm that Watkins hurt. So it's...
That kick is up by Dietrich, and the kick is up. And it is good. We'll take time out. 8:37 left in the first. 7-0 Loyalsock. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week.
It's Loyalsock 7.
When it comes to menswear, the Clothier has the biggest selection in Pennsylvania, all the top name brands. This is the Babe Mare Makeover.
Babe, there's 2 beautiful coats you've tried on. They're both by Jack Victor, the beautiful patterns. I think the one you have on is the one you should get. Babe, the quarter zip sweater, the shirt, the tie, the Bills khakis pants, and the Alderman shoes is a perfect match for you.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport. You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Raymore for more than 30 years in the greater Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Raymore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Raymore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport. Loyalsock in a 75-yard drive. Brady Dow is going to kick it back to Shamokin. They're up 7-0 in this game. Very impressive drive, kicking it back to the Indians. Coming with that back with the football, Chickatano. He's going to be hit, knocked down. Good pursuit, Loyalsock Lancers. That time coming back to make the play is going to be Gavin Moon. Comes over to make the play, number 23 of the special teams.
I tell you, is it Gavin or Gage Moon? I have Gage on my thing. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was a good tackle by him. It was
you're right. That's Gage.
It was one-on-one.
Gavin is right below him.
And it was one-on-one. The kickoff returner could not beat that one man, and that was Gage.
Here comes Colin Bowers. Starts this ball game. They're going to try to establish the run right off the bat, and they're not going to get a whole lot on that first round of the ball game out of that power look. Here's a look at the touchdown again, Babe, and there's a good throw by Watkins coming down there in traffic that time, and Eli Holler making the tackle for the Loyalsock Lancers. And good hands, great throw that time as Ross Goes out his 26th in his career.
And you can see there was only 2 people on the camera, and that's one-on-one coverage, and I don't know if you're going to get away with that.
Here comes Shamokin. Tossing. Madden tries to get to the outside again. Sock. Simone Melito comes over to make the tackle. Number 43 comes over to make that stop. Not much. Forces third down.
Going to be third and about 4, and we'll see if Shamokin puts it in the air right now. Henry Hynoski, he learned to play football at Southern Columbia, and Southern Columbia runs the heck out of the ball and throws off the run, so I don't expect to see anything other than that tonight.
They've got Madden at tailback. Up back, you also have Nate Miller in that ball game. Somebody moved up front. Bryson James not starting this ball game. He was a guy that was in concussion protocol along with Bowers, who got the okay to play, but James did not. He was their leading ground gainer coming into this ball game. Nate Miller's coming back from a hip fracture.
That's going to go against Loyalsock. That's going to be encroachment. I didn't see an offensive lineman move. But sometimes it just takes a little bit of a lift of a hand. You don't always see it from up here. But
that'll give them the first down. So Shamokin trying to get something going down 7-0, their first possession of this ball game. Rennie Road Armor Allstate game. You're watching the replay anytime here at webweeklylive.com, cablesportslive.com, and of course on Facebook. First round, PIAA District 4.
On balance, line to the left by Shamokin. They've been running that way on balance now.
They flank back over. Toss left side. Miller tries to get to the outside, and Sock does a great job defending. Malachi Parlani comes over to make that tackle. Also, Chase Cavanaugh helping out in that play.
Well, I'll tell you what. That was a play there where the running back needed to turn that ball north and south. When you start to get outside those hash marks, you got to start to look and see, kind of count heads mentally. You look into the secondary and you say, okay, there's this many guys out here. I got to turn the ball north and south. I can't beat them to the edge.
Tailback is Madden. They've got Wetzel. Number 4 is the fullback. Play action. Bowers looks up top. Pressure coming. He's going to have to scramble. Good scramble job back to about the 45-yard line, maybe the 44. Is going to bring up third down. And again, good pressure coming from the outside by the Loyalsock Lancers. And now Shamokin has a decision, babe, to make.
Yeah, it's another 3rd down and 5. Let's see what they do. 3rd down and 4, 3rd down and 5. They've been going on balance line. They're on balance to the near side of the field.
They go double tight end. 3rd down, about 4. Indians down 7. Madden. Boy, he will not get there. Good job again. Malachi Parlani in the middle, and Eli Holler, number 10, coming over to make that tackle. So very stiff defensively, and I tell you, bringing Parlani coming off a concussion, he missed some ball games. Getting him back in the groove in his 4-game winning streak has been so big for the 6'2", 250-pound junior, and he's a good one. Boy, he's made a big difference up front with Barone and the rest of the guys, along with Bam Brema. 4th down and 1. Shamokin goes. Madden's got the first down. They gambled early. And that time, good piece of running. Good job that time coming over to make that tackle. And not a bad job.
It shows that the offensive coaching staff from Shamokin has a lot of faith in this team, because they weren't picking up that much yardage in the ground, particularly up the middle. That time they did. But they've been stretching the field.
Here comes Bowers up under center. They go with that power eye look. Toss Madden off that right side. Dives across the 50, out to about the 48-yard line. Loyalsock Lancers coming out over there to make that tackle. Simone Melito playing linebacker number 43, and here's the Indian offense. Bowers getting the start, although he had come off a concussion. That was very up in the air. Nate Grimes almost got the start tonight, and Wetzel, the fullback, also was going to be a guy, if he couldn't play, was going to rotate at quarterback. 2nd down, about 9. Madden on the ground. Good strong running and a great big run. Cavanaugh comes over to make the tackle, not before a first down run inside the 40 and out to about the 37-yard line. And Shamokin starting to get a little bit of a groove in their offensive line up front, trying to move people off the ball. They're doing a good job right now.
Well, they're working a lot with that unbalanced line. Every time they've run it, and they're basically running it to the unbalanced side. And you're not seeing a real big shift out of Loyalsock. They may have to make an adjustment on that.
There's Max Madden to the outside. Good run inside the 30, inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. Another first down run. Saving tackle that time. Coming over to make the play, Dane Armson.
I would say the coaches up in the box are looking down, and they see something down there, and they've made some adjustment. Either that or they've gotten that running game to go north and south off tackle, as opposed to going up the middle and as opposed to trying to sweep it around the outside.
Max Madden has 7 carries and 39 yards, most on this drive. They come back, Madden off that right side. Good piece of running inside the 15. Down near the 14, Gerald Ross comes up. Also, some help with the Loyalsock Lancers, and good job right there. Ross, one of the keys. Loyalsock also getting help from Dane Armson back in that secondary. It brings up second down and 2 football at the 15. Sock up 7. They did it on a 75-yard drive and a pass from Watkins to Ross. And I think we may see a timeout. It will be time. Timeout, 2:47 to play in the first. Sock up 7, 7-0. This is the Rennie Road Armor All-State game. Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff and Associates, moffandassociates.com. Hey guys, by now you know my favorite place in the entire world, Macetto's Deli, Kenwood Avenue, Old Lycoming. Why do I put on weight? I love the best homemade soup in Central PA, best deli sandwiches, and Monday through Saturday, the amazing breakfast, the omelets, the pancakes, and don't forget about the amazing sausage, gravy, and biscuits here at Macetto's, Old Lycoming Township, Kenwood Avenue. Do I have a feeling that somebody's behind the... What's going... Oh, Tammy, yeah. She's always here at Macetto's.
Unbalanced line. No,
here come the
unbalanced
Indians.
line to the short side of the field. This is a different look.
All right, second down 2. They go Madden off that right side again. Sock. Good job. But Bam Brema comes over and makes the play and stops it to the outside. And Bam Brema headed to Pitt. They're not going to turn that corner on him.
No, and a matter of fact, I think they may have got thrown back a little bit on that play. So you got a third down now, and let's see what we got there.
They've got the football back at about the 15.
Yeah.
Third down, big play Indians, trying to put together a 75-yard drive of their own.
One balance to the short side of the field.
Got Colin Bowers up under center. They come back, try to run in that middle. That time looked like Nate Miller had that football.
That should be a first down.
They start piling off. It's going to be Nate Miller. Eli Holler comes over to make the tackle, number 10. Holler had led this club coming in, and they've got enough for the first down. So now Shamokin driving against Loyalsock. Minute 55 left, first period. First round, PIAA District 4 and AAA.
I thought maybe this would be a more of a defensive game. I'm sure I've been wrong here so far in the first quarter.
They've been going 2 tight ends. They've gone Knowles and Blake. Toss, Nate Miller trying to get to that outside. Great defensive hit and tackle that time. And Chase Cavanaugh, number 25, comes over to make that tackle. Cavanaugh only a sophomore, but boy, he's played well in the secondary, and you know what he did at QB.
And I'll tell you what, he did a great job of coming off a block there and containing him in the backfield. I thought maybe he had corner. Cavanaugh came out of nowhere and made a good tackle.
Cavanaugh wearing the number his brother wore the last 3 years. And a couple of 1,000-yard seasons, and now at Susquehanna. Second down football back at the 15. Second down and 12 now. Bowers rolls out, looking to throw. Puts it on the hips, going to have to scramble. Got to the 10. Loyalsock Lancers, Melito comes up to make that tackle. Loyalsock also getting a pretty good job out of Melito, and that time Aiden Gare, number 2, the linebacker.
That time they went to the short side of the field, picked up some yardage, probably about 5 yards, but they had lost 2 in the previous one, so it's going to be a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, 3rd down and 7, football at the 10-yard line. Sock trying to get a stop here. This team has a pretty good field goal kicker, and Jamison Kramer does all their kickies. He does have 1 field goal in the year from about 40 yards out. Big play here. Henry wants to get 6 for his Indians. Off the play action fake. Looking down the middle. Touchdown. Pretty play to the tight end. And that time a great throw. And a great job to the tight end, Blake Kane, number 82. A touchdown throw from Colin Bowers. And it's a 7-6 ball game. 75-yard drive for the purple and white.
And I'll tell you what, that was a nice pass. Right on the money. I thought he was going to the short man. I didn't see the man coming across the back of the end zone. He got it to him, and with a nice throw, and with 2 seconds to go at the end of the quarter, we got a tie game. Yeah, there it is right there. There's the replay. Nice throw.
Here comes Jamison Kramer to try to tie it up. Kramer's been solid kicking and punting all season long for Henry Hynoski's Indians. Kick is up, kick is blocked. The Loyalsock Lancers will take time. 2 seconds to go to the end of the quarter. Sock on top, 7-6. We'll be right back. Dolly's Diner behind Rita's Italian Ice just off the Golden Strip is Loyalsock's answer to cheers, where everyone knows your name. For the best in home-style breakfast and lunch, 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Dolly's Diner, homemade breakfast, homemade lunches here in Loyalsock Township. And where any food worth eating a lot of.
Dolly's Diner behind Rita's just off the Golden Strip. It appeared that it was Eli Holler, number 10, that got up in the air, got a piece of that ball and blocked it. It is a 7-6 lead Loyalsock. Both teams have taken the ball and driven right down the field. Here comes Sock, the return. Job Shore brings it back for a second time tonight. Returns to the 25-yard line, and they about ready to set up first down at 10. That will do it. That is the end. That is the end of the first period. We've got a good ball game. Loyalsock 7, Shamokin 6. We'll take time out. That's the end of 1. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance. Rennie, congratulations. 40 years and boy, no end in sight. You're not retiring. You love what you do.
No, exactly. And taking care of the customer and being there in their time of need is the most important thing about this business. We are available to customers 24/7. Everybody has our home, our office, and our cell numbers. We never refuse to take a call or take care of people when they need it.
Rennie Road Armel, Allstate Insurance.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield, for fair deals. You're gonna love us.
Well, it's good to see Connor Watkins start this ball game for the Lancers. And Chase Cavanaugh started the game, who had directed the attack at QB. He's back there as the lone setback. They're out of the gun on first down, starting the quarter. Throws down over the middle, incomplete. Try to go to Brock Brown. Good coverage that time. And Mark Wetzel comes up the linebacker, drops off, and helps make a pretty good defensive play right there.
I thought he may have made a little contact there before he actually got to the ball, but no call.
Connor Watkins, so far in the game, 3 out of 5, 15 yards, but a touchdown pass of 6 to Gerald Ross. Out of the gun, 2nd and 10. They're up 7-6.
Little concern here in the Loyalsock sideline. I'll get to it in a second.
They go option right side. Nothing doing. Great defensive hit that time by the Indians. Coming over to make that play. And that time, good job again. Mark Wetzel comes over to make that tackle. Also Bryson James. And we'll double check. James did not start this game at running back. So I want to double check the number there. I think that might have been the wrong number. All right, 3rd down and 12. Watkins back to pass. Coming down the middle. Trying to get it there. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time of the Indians. Trying to come down to Brock Brown. He had Ross to the outside. Brown, a little bit of a slant down the middle. Couldn't get it to him. And they're 3 and out. They're going to have to punt that football away. 4th down and 12.
And Shamokin that time tightened up the line of scrimmage. They tightened up their 4 down men, brought two linebackers, outside linebackers, up on the line of scrimmage, gave you a 6-man front. And it sure worked out a little bit of a change-up.
Here comes Derek G to punt it away, and a flag comes out.
Going to be a penalty against Shamokin, but it's not going to be a first down.
4th down and 12 now. 7-6 our score. Both teams have put together 75-yard drives. Watkins getting the start tonight. Kavanaugh, who's directed the team, the young sophomore, started the game as the running back tonight for this ball club. Low snap, picked up, kicked by G. That time letting that punt get by him, Wolfgang Pearson, who wears number 7, plays in that secondary. And that time a 41-yard punt. Shamokin's going to set up 1st down and 10.
Well, it's something from the sideline. Simone
Melito,
the linebacker, looks like he's under maybe a concussion protocol down on the sideline.
Yeah, that's well. Keep an eye on that. He's been a good one. 2nd leading tackler. Game of the week brought to you by Harders. Play to win. And Play to Win scoreboard update coming up at halftime. We'll have that during our Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Shamokin trying to get something going. And boy, I'll tell you again, defensively, great job. And Bam Brema does a great job making the tackle that time on Mark Wetzel on that first stop right there.
Well, that's the short side of the line for Shamokin. They only have 2 on that side. They have 4 on the on-balance side. But when you have a player like Bam Bam who can cover a lot of ground and is very physical and very quick, hey, that's a big plus.
2nd down and 13, 3-yard loss. Colin Bowers, who's led this team, 2nd leading rusher, and they're starting QB all season. They go with that toss, trying to get student body right going that time. Good job by Madden. They look like the defense did well. He got something out of it out to the 30-yard line. And that time Job Shore came over to make the tackle number 6.
I tell you, that was a very good run by Madden. They had him in the backfield for another loss. He ends up picking up about 3 yards on the
right
play.
about
Had
that.
nowhere to go.
And now it's 3rd down at about 9. 7-6 Sock on a touchdown pass from Watkins to Gerald Ross. You're watching the replay Sunday or anytime. WebWeeklyLive.com, CableSportsLive.com, and check it here on Facebook. Bowers back to pass. Pressure coming. Bam Bam from the side. Throws to the outside, incomplete. Trying to go to Chicatano, and a flag is down. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be a pass interference out about the 45-yard line. Bam Bam Brema got around that corner and was barreling down, and Colin Bowers, he got it away at the nick of time that time, and looks like a pass interference.
It will be pass interference, and that's going to be a 1st down and tough break for Loyalsock. I'm not sure that would have been a pass that would have been caught, but
Yeah,
he
I don't
knocked
think
the man
so.
down. He knocked the man down, so we really don't know how close he would have been.
Yeah, that keeps the drive alive, and Shamokin is going to end up with a first down on what appeared to be a stop by Loyalsock. They had it defended well, but they had some contact on that play. So here comes Shamokin. First down and 10. Football driving it, and they're out at about the 45-yard line. Double wideouts. They've got Mosser and Chicatano top of the screen. Bowers up under center. This time they split the backs. They come off that counter. Mark Wetzel, fullback. Got to be wrestled down that time by Aiden Holler, number 54, the defensive end. Comes over to make the plays. They get out to about the 48-yard line. Second down, about 7 after a 3-yard gain. Shamokin Indians are 5-5. Signature wins. One of the ones that Henry Hynoski told me this week, they were down 21 to Milton in the very first game and came back and won it 34-33, but they also spanked Selinsgrove and Lewisburg, their 2 big wins. They come back Madden, hard running off that left side and not going to get much of anything. Good job again. Eli Holler comes up to help out in that play, and also Aiden Holler, number 54.
On that last series when Shamokin ran the ball really well, Parlani was not in the ball game. He was on the sideline for what reason, I'm not sure. And by the way, Simone Melito is still on the sidelines for Loyalsock.
Here comes Bowers on third down and about 6. Back to pass. Bowers looking to throw. Comes to the outside. Chicatano the catch. And a first down. Belted out of bounds. Good job that time. Jaden Shofi was the player that knocked him out. But just got an update. Let's go down to Ben Reichley on the sideline. You have an update on Simone Melito.
Yeah, he came off. He was holding his head. It was after the kick return there. So he came off, and they have his helmet separated from him. So he's in a high school version of concussion protocol.
Here comes Bowers. They come out of the gun this time. Rolls down, option look. He's going to put it on the hip and keep it. Pitches it back to Madden. The tackle by Gerald Ross comes over to make the play. But a good run, and Shamokin's starting to show you some different wrinkles in that offense right now. They've got, they're about a yard shy of a first down. Second down at about 1. Football is at here at about the 35-yard line.
Going to be interesting to see what they go with here on offense. This is a good passing situation right here. If you don't feel your running game is capable of picking up that first down, but
they've been double tight a good bit of the night. They're double tight again out of that power eye. They come Madden. He's been the workhorse in this ball game. He's going to stumble across a 35, dive ahead to about the 32-yard line. Aiden Gare comes over to make the tackle, and a late flag comes out. And boy, that you almost get the idea of where the coaching staff reacted. It was there. Are you going to see a personal foul? Was there a little jabbering down there?
They're pointing to Loyalsock.
Yeah, they are.
I didn't see anything.
I noticed the Loyalsock coaches jump out. That's the last thing they need at this stage of the ball game. Let's get down to Ben. You were right down there. Ben, what'd you see?
It was very questionable, but remember, you got guys coming up here from the coal region, Shamokin. You got the Alpha coal region football, and you got Loyalsock saying, hey, we can play with you. And remember, these are 15 to 18-year-old young men, and sometimes things get a little out of control.
Yeah, a little talking, getting a little chippy down there, the personal foul, and now Shamokin helped out on another call, 15 yards. They're going to get it down to about the 17-yard line. Here comes Bowers. He's got Madden back there with him with Wetzel. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Slips one tackler, and he gets sacked. Good job that time. Carmen Barone, and that time some great job made by Aiden. Actually, Eli Holler comes over to make that tackle.
I'm going to tell you who made that play, though, and that was Bam Bam Brema. He was in the backfield and forced that quarterback to step up and try to run, and that's when they made the tackle. If it wouldn't have been for his rush, they may have had some time. But a great play by Bam Bam.
He's so quick. Second down at 17. That's why he's going to be a Pitt Panther next year. Boy, you're talking about the upside of that guy.
Yeah.
6'6", 235. Yeah, we're going to get a timeout call. Timeout. Shamokin will take time. 6:43 to play till halftime. Shamokin trails the Lancers 7-6. We'll be back. BJ Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove. Ken Robbins Stadium. Gary Crispin, Bay Bear, Ben Reichley and the gang. Shamokin on the march down 7-6. Second down, 17. Bowers off the play action. Some pressure coming. Parlani had a shot. In a crowd, scrambles. Good move by Bowers. Running to the 20 and gets belted out of bounds by Jaden Shofi. He was able to get about down around the 18-yard line. Jofi got him, but I'd say a good piece of running. That time Bowers appeared to be trapped a couple times on a strong rush by the Lancers.
Yeah, he sure did. And that'll bring down a 3rd and 10. And I don't know what the field goal kicking situation is for
Yeah,
Shamokin.
they're pretty good.
They have a good kickoff guy.
Yeah, Jamison Kramer does all the kicking. He is 1 out of 1 in field goals from about 40 yards this year. Has been solid from point after. So we'll see. 3rd down. And about 10, football at the 17. Bowers out of the gun. Rolling an option look, cuts it back up. Good run inside the 10 to the 5 near the goal line. The ball comes out. Loyalsock recovers. Let's see how they mark this. It's going to be covered by Aiden Gare. Came out with it. Will it be a fumble recovery, or will it come back?
I don't think. That'll be down at the 1-yard line. The ball hit the ground, so that's a dead ball.
Here's another look at it again. Aiden Gare jumped on it, tackled by Ross. Boy, the crowd doesn't like that.
The crowd's wrong. That call's been made many times.
No, sure has.
And it doesn't look right, but it is.
Loyalsock.
That was another nice scramble. Wow.
Right now, they've got to make a big stop. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Straight ahead, Bowers, and he's in. Touchdown, Shamokin. They take the lead. 12-7. That time, a 71-yard drive, helped out by a personal foul, but a great run by Colin Bowers got him down there. And they say the ground caused that fumble.
He had 2 great runs on that, Gary.
Yeah, he did. So Colin Bowers, who is their 2nd leading rusher on this Indian team. And here's a straight-ahead quarterback sneak in for the end zone. Touchdown, and Jamison Kramer. And right now, looks like they're going to go for 2 here. You've got Bowers. They come out of that power eye again. Diving goal line. Did he get it across? They say no, just short. He's going to be denied. We'll take time with 5:58 till halftime. Shamokin 12, Loyalsock 7. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance welcomes Owen Oshefsky, the newest agent here. And Owen, your background is life insurance. Tell me why life insurance is so important for people to have.
Life insurance is the most important insurance that you can have. It's important because it's not for you, it's for the loved ones that you leave behind. So I recommend that everybody has some type of life insurance.
It's about protection. I tell you what, call Owen Oshefsky today. Rennie Road Armel Allstate. When it comes to great food, great fun, great sports, you've got to make it to Rival Sports Bar and Grill on River Avenue, known for their famous California wood-fired pizza.
Rivals, a great atmosphere and a great place to watch your favorite football team and the best wings in town.
We love Rivals, California wood-fired pizza, wraps and wings, the best in Williamsport.
Best steak salad and wings in town.
Rivals River Avenue.
So the Indians lead in this game 12-7 before halftime. Kicking back to Sock. It's Job Shore for the third time tonight. Returns again to about the 25-yard line. And the Lancers now set up first down and 10. So here comes Connor Watkins.
Okay, they have 5:53 now to try to get back on the board and get this lead.
Game of the week brought to you by Biters. And Biters Furniture, Mattress, Appliances, 1966. And, of course, you know they have that great sleep center. I have never slept so well in my life.
Someone said that to us the other day that they bought one.
Yes,
the
they
same
did.
thing.
You can't believe it.
Mike Strunk, our engineer, that's
Mike
who it was.
just at Biters.
Yep.
He went in to see Joe Biter. The other great thing that we'll have at the end of the game is our Biters game ball we'll give away. Here's Watkins on first down. They come to Cavanaugh. He gets belted. Boy, did he get popped. That time, big defensive hit coming over to make the play. Nate Miller, 32.
Well, that time Loyalsock went to an on-balance line. The same thing they did against South Williamsport to this side of the field, but I'm sure Shamokin saw that on film and made some kind of adjustment because those linebackers just wailed him.
They go trips, top of the screen. Setback Cavanaugh. Out of the gun, Watkins. Pressure coming from the backside, coming after him. Watkins on the scramble. Watkins, 30, and steps out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. I know one thing, Shamokin's glad to have Nate Miller back. He was injured with a fractured hip, and that was in the very first scrimmage. Last year, he had 150 tackles for this team. And he's a guy Henry Hynoski said he would be probably our impact player. He's played some offensively. He's only been back for a couple of weeks. And Bryson James, their normal starting tailback, is out with a concussion. Watkins throwing back. That ball is tipped, and that's a great defensive play. And nearly timed well enough. That time, but Dennis Cole comes over to make that play. Big play, Dennis Cole. And Dennis Cole times that better. He may have an interception there because Watkins was throwing off balance on the run.
And he had underthrown it. G had him beat by a step. I don't know if G could. He was running downfield, so he wasn't going to come back and get it. It was going to fall in between them or almost intercept him.
All of a sudden, the momentum has turned in this game. The Shamokin stingy defense, and now Sock is 3 and out again. Kicking back to the Indians.
Nice punt, but got a bad bounce going backwards. Good job of stopping that ball. That's number 50 for Loyalsock. That's Matt Hill.
No return. Only a 29-yard punt by G. Game of the week, Brian. Brought to you by John Alvarado and Alvarado Construction. They've served this area for 50-plus years. Big part of our community for a lot of years, and always a great sponsor and a good friend of Loyalsock and Williamsport Millionaires and so many of the other teams. Alvarado Construction. Here come the Indians. Up 12-7. Jet sweep look. Chicatano to the outside of the 40. Makes a move. Ross makes the tackle. Couple of flags down. Ben Reichley, let's get down to you. Ben, did you get a better look at it down there?
Well, you're going to have illegal procedure on Shamokin, and you also might have a holding on Shamokin. So we're going to see which one they take and which one they decline.
Yeah, a couple of flags came out against the Indians.
All right, here comes the call.
They lead 12-7 in this game.
Legal shift and a hold. They're going to take the hold. Move Shamokin back, and on the first down, that's a big penalty.
The other thing, you talk about Colin Bowers. 2 out of 2 passing, a touchdown to tight end Blake Kane. We also take a look at his rushing in this game for Colin Bowers has been huge, especially in that last series. 7 for 30 and a 1-yard run for a touchdown for Bowers, who earlier this week they weren't sure he was going to play because of the concussion. Bryson James is out, number 36. So right, here come the Indians.
The problem they're talking about right now is that a hold goes from the point of the hold. It's a 10-yard penalty, so the spot of the hold's where it goes from. And I think they may have changed that around and gave him the illegal shift. Doesn't really make a difference.
Okay, they've got double wide this side. You've got Mosser and Chickatano. They put Chickatano in motion. Jet sweep, other side. He's got room to the outside 40, 45. Gets some of that back and all the way down to about the 46-yard line.
Chickatano will go over the sideline with Henry Hynoski and his quarterback and get the next play to bring it in. Nice. That was a nice gain there. That was a 10-plus yard gain.
Yeah, second down at about 4 now. Here come the Indians with the lead, trying to get more in this first half. They put Chickatano in motion again. Faking the jet sweep. Bowers, a little good piece of running.
Boy, that Bowers is...
yeah, he's done a good job in this ball game tonight. Aiden Gare got the finishing tackle in that ball game. That time also Dane Armson comes over to help out to finish it off, but not before a good run and a first down run for Colin Bowers. And he's been the difference in this ball game directing this team.
Yeah, sure has. And Shamokin made a great adjustment after that first touchdown drive by Loyalsock.
They go double wide each side. Dennis Cole in the game. They bring Wetzel out here. Chickatano. And the way Chickatano came around after a great hit by Aiden Gare, number 2, the linebacker. Chickatano, you almost got the feeling he was thinking about throwing the ball downfield. I'm not sure, but that time, great defensive play.
Could have been because he did not slow up. Right? I mean, he did not run hard to that corner. I thought he was going to cut it upfield.
They had the double wides out here. You had Cole and Wetzel, who normally is your fullback, and they put him in that same formation, double wide left and right. They come out of the gun. Madden back with him. Bowers set to throw. Throws it down the middle. Throwing out here, that ball's underthrown, intended for Joe Mosser, and a flag comes out. That flag, they're looking at Chase Cavanaugh, and he cannot believe it.
Well, it was close. I'd like to see it again.
Well, let's go down. Let's go down to Ben Reichley right now. Ben, you had a good look at it.
Yeah, it just happened. The receiver was trying to come back, and Cavanaugh had his hand wrapped around him, and you're going to get that call.
Here's another look at it. Take another look, and little contact.
Oh yeah, it was good call.
Ball was underthrown, but it's going to be the pass interference, and Sock giving up some big yardage in the penalties in this football game tonight. They've had 4 for 50 yards in key situations. Shamokin here in the second period with 3:10 to play till halftime, up 12-7.
Okay, it's not a first down. It's 10 yards, a 10-yard penalty. It's a holding penalty, not pass interference.
Here come Bowers. Again, gives it to Madden. Out over the 40, diving ahead to about the 39-yard line.
Okay, going to bring up a fourth down.
Fourth down, and they are in 4-down country. They went for a 4th and 1 earlier and got it on their first touchdown drive of this game. Here comes Bowers, 6 foot 175 and a senior.
There was no hesitation there at all. They were going for it.
They go double tight end. Blake Kane this side, Matt Knowles the other side. Out of the power eye look. Sock jumps. Barone got a little bit anxious. And that'll be a first down, it would appear, for the Indians off the offside against Sock. And now that extends that drive and trying to extend the lead before halftime. This team beat up Selinsgrove, who throttled the Lancers in a game we did, 34-7. And they also beat a good Lewisburg team.
Well, I tell you what, right now, that was a definite call by the sideline that they were going to try to draw them off sides.
They come back to Madden again. Got a hole straight up that middle and a first down run down to the 20. And gang tackle by the Lancers there. Chofie and company down there along with Bremen. Comes over to make that tackle.
Going to be another first down. It's going to take it down to the 20-yard line.
Right now, that line of scrimmage is being won by the offensive line up front for the Indians.
And this is a big drive here for Shamokin, because remember, they missed 2 extra points. They're only leading by 5 points.
Yeah, 12-7. Went for 2. The first was blocked. Bowers up to under center. They've gone power I most of the time tonight. Madden, hard running, in traffic. Cuts it inside the 5 down to the 15, rather, to the 14-yard line. That time, Aiden Gare comes over to make the play along with Dane Armson for the Lancers. Boy, I'll tell you, right now, Sock needs something good to happen to stop this drive before halftime. 1:31 left until the half. Madden, by the way, 16 carries and 77 yards for the Indians. Madden again. Gets a little push on that left side, gets another yard or two back.
Going to be just a hair short of a first down.
That time, Ian Weimer and Jaden Shofi come up to make the tackle. And timeout, Shamokin will take quick timeout. 12-7 Indians on the march. This is the Rennie Rhode Armel All-State game.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear. BJ Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove. Come the Indians on the march. 1:14 till halftime. Up 12-7. Here's Bowers up under center. Goes to that long count. They go Madden off the right side. And has the first. Going to be hit by Gare. Chofi came up at the tail end of the play. And now you've got a Lancer defense back on their heels with 1:09 left until halftime. We do know that Matorsville's winning big over Athens and Danville up over Warrior Run. The winner would play the bracket with Danville. First and goal, 9-yard line. Indians toss, student body right. Max Madden turns it up and gets hit at the 4. That time a good job coming over to make that play. And it's going to be Eli Holler, number 10, to make the tackle. So Holler, who has been one of the leading tacklers on this team. We mentioned Simone Melito had left the game, and apparently a concussion protocol. That's a tough one. He was one of their top 2-3 tacklers on Loyalsock. Second and goal, 4-yard line. Play action. Pressure coming. Bremen puts the pressure on, throws, end zone, touchdown. Great catch, Nate Miller, corner of the end zone, just got a foot in. And a great throw by Colin Bowers with Bremen barreling down on him.
Bremen barreling down on him, and a man, good coverage there. Just put it in the perfect spot, found that window, and dropped it in there, and that's big score.
Well, I tell you talk about so close. Great throw this time. And Bowers just got there. Well covered, made the throw right in the money, and Nate Miller got his foot in that corner of the end zone, and now they're going for 2. 18-7, Shamokin with 15 seconds left until halftime. All right, here come the Indians. Going to be interesting. 2 touchdown passes by Colin Bowers, threw one to the tight end, and now one to Nate Miller, who's been playing as one of the backs tonight. And here are the Indians going for 2. 60-yard drive for Shamokin. Impressive tonight.
Very impressive. That's 3 big drives by them. Long drives, ate a lot of clock.
They've got double wide this side. Mosser and Chicatano. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Looking to throw. Bowers on the run. Puts it on the hip. He'll be knocked down at about the 5-yard line. He won't get there.
Nope.
We'll take. Matter of fact, I tell you what, we'll keep it right here. We'll thank some of the sponsors with 15 seconds until halftime. 18-7 our score in this game.
Bam Bam Bremen, great job with pressure. That's what blew that play up.
Yeah, Bam Bam certainly did. There's no question about that. Game of the week brought to you by AAA, the most trusted name in travel. And we've got a great crew going on our Viking River cruise with AAA and the Crispin Show and Kiss FM. And it's coming up next year. Still have some room, some time. Call AAA 323-8431. Our Crispin Show Viking River cruise to the Danube. And, of course, getting ready for the Extreme Kitchen Makeover. The final 5 were drawn on Friday. This week we'll find out a little bit more about it. On this Friday, we'll find out who the big grand prize winner is. Extreme Kitchen Makeover on KISS 102.7. Jamison Kramer. Shamokin kicks back to Gerald Ross. Ross comes to the outside. He won't get much. Got back to the 23. And the clock goes down to about 8 seconds. And 8 seconds left. Sock's going to have to play catch-up football in the second half of this game.
I tell you what, somebody did a great job of blowing that blocker up and making the tackle.
Yeah, good job that time. Tate Frederick comes over to make the hit for the Shamokin Indians. 18-7, they lead. We'll be talking to our big sponsor, Rennie Rodarmel, feeling pretty good. He lives in Loyalsock. He's a Shamokin guy. We'll talk to Rennie at halftime coming up. We'll also go down to Ben Reichley, talk to Henry Hynoski. At the tail end of this half, could be the final play. Watkins out of the gun, trips right side, looks right, throws back left, thinks about it, pressure coming. Watkins off the scramble, trying to buy some time. Indians putting pressure on. Watkins, he's not going to get there. He's going to lose yardage all the way back inside the 10 of the 9-yard line, and that is it.
And great coverage downfield by Shamokin.
And the Shamokin fans on their feet on the other side of this field. Big crowd from Shamokin, and the Indians shocking Loyalsock 18-7 at halftime. Impressive first half of the game, and we're going to get a chance here. I know we're going to go down and talk to Ben Reichley, try to get the guys ready. A pretty impressive first half of this ball game. They've got the entire Indian team that are all lined up down there. Let's go down to Henry and let's go down to Ben Reichley.
Coach, boy, your defense, first drive, you guys, and then you got to figure it out. And then your offense has come to play, so it looks like your game plan has worked.
Yeah, we've been studying a lot of film all week, and I'm just proud of the way how physical our guys are playing. We're winning the battle up front, and that's where it always starts and ends with football.
Well, we talked about the offensive, defensive lines before the game. It looks like your offensive, defensive line is controlling this, and it looks like you have a pretty nice option game when you need it.
Yeah, and we got a relentless group of guys up front, and all that off-season work, in the weight room, it's just paid off for those guys. But we're a multiple offense. We could do a variety of different things, so we'll see what they throw at us the second half and hopefully adjust.
Coach, hey, thanks for your time. Good luck the second half.
Thank you.
Okay. And I'll tell you what, we talked about before the game, defensive, offensive lines. And again, that first drive by Loyalsock, boy, I'll tell you what, they almost look like a fast break basketball team. CI would have been proud of that. They went right down and scored. But Shamokin made the adjustments. Now let's see what Loyalsock does and makes their adjustments. Coach Van Fleet and his staff, pretty savvy what they've done with the Jan Kavanaugh quarterback. Now let's see what they can do with Watkins in the second half. Who's going to make the adjustments? But I'll tell you what, this Shamokin team, they're darn tough players out here, especially on defense.
All right, Ben, thanks. We'll take time. It's halftime, 18-7. We'll go to the Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show coming up. This is the Rennie Rodarmel All-State game. Shamokin on top of the Lancers. Rennie Rodarmel All-State Insurance, 40 years in the business. Rennie, it's flown by, and you still love what you do. Congratulations.
Exactly. The key for me is I enjoy my job. I'm thankful for all the clients we've had. I'm thankful for people who we've been helped through many terrible circumstances, from fires to floods to death in the family. It's different than a lot of jobs. You become part of the family. You're there when people need you.
Rennie Rodarmel, All-State Insurance. Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliance, Route 15, South Side.
Hey, Rainbow Carpet has great savings right now on cash and carry pricing. They're slashing pricing up to 40% off all uninstalled product, like their great hardwood, ceramic tile, vinyl click flooring, and more. Like Lazio tile, great selection for backsplashes and more. And all the wood products, including the wide wood that everybody's talking about. Our expert installers can give you the basics so you can install it yourself to save money. Rainbow Carpet, Williamsport.
Dolly's Diner behind Rita's Italian Ice just off the Golden Strip is Loyalsock's answer to cheers, where everyone knows your name. For the best in home-style breakfast and lunch, 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Dolly's Diner, homemade breakfast, homemade lunches here in Loyalsock Township. And where any food worth eating a lot of.
Dolly's Diner behind Rita's just off the Golden Strip.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
Hey, we're back. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Gary Crispin, Babe Marin, our big sponsor for a lot of years, Rennie Road Armel and Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance. 40 years in the business, Rennie. Congratulations. And a guy that loves what he does. You're not going anywhere, right?
No, they won't let me retire. I think about it for a couple seconds a day, and that's about it.
Yeah, Randy's the type of guy. He'll go on a Saturday or Sunday and put in 8-9 hours, but you love what you do, and that's why you guys have done so well over the years. It's about service and getting to know those customers.
It's the relationships you build with people, and you're there when they have problems, and I still enjoy talking to my customers. They're all friends after 40 years.
You know, the other fun thing tonight, Rennie, too, being a guy living in Loyalsock, but a Shamokin Indian graduate, your nephew's son, Hunter Road Armel, number 68, is playing on the defensive line. What's this feel like to you coming back, seeing your Indians playing so well?
Well, I'll tell you what, they're surprising me. They're playing really well. I thought this would be a good game, but Shamokin's kind of dominating after that first series.
And it certainly means a lot when Hunter playing well, but also Henry Hynoski, the head coach of this football team.
Oh, yeah, he's done a great job. I mean, the turnaround from the past 5-10 years is unbelievable.
Babe Bear remembers you when you were teaching school, and then you decided to be an insurance guy. The rest is history.
And you're right, the rest is history. I didn't even remember that anymore. But what he does remember was he was a good athlete at Shamokin. His whole family was living in Shamokin. His brother's here for the game tonight. What do you think about this turnaround? Shamokin, with a great athletic tradition, have been down for so long, and man, this is a big night tonight.
Oh, it's frustrating. Back in when I was in high school, the teams that Shamokin had and the teams that Cole Township had, even before the jointure, they were phenomenal. They were powerhouses. So it's good to see him coming back, and I think this is the start of something good.
Well, I bring this up every time he's on the air, but he started at a booth in Sears, or was it Sears? Yeah. Sears Roebuck down at the mall. He started a thing. I was one of his first customers. All right, I've been with him ever since. He does a great job with my insurance. I'm not going to leave him, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Rennie,
he does a great job with my insurance.
I appreciate the loyalty.
Rennie, I appreciate your loyalty and being with us all these years as our big sponsor. Heck of a wrestler at Shamokin, then came here and wrestled it like coming. Rennie Road Armel, great having you up here. Hey, we've got it right now. Thank our Price Optical crew, because the athlete of the week, Chase Cavanaugh. Boy, did he do a good job at quarterback when Watkins was down.
Well, he filled in really good. I was impressed. Little shaky the first start, but he got better every game.
Sure did. He was our Price Optical athlete of the week. Started at running back when Watkins started at quarterback. 149 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a big win. Chase Cavanaugh, the Price Optical Athlete of the Week. We're going to take a timeout, Rennie. Thanks for everything you do, and it's fun, and we'll see what happens. Living in Sauk, but your old alma mater, the Indians, you still bleed a little purple and white.
Oh, at times, but I was more maroon and gray before the jointure. So.
Okay. Thanks, Rennie. We'll be back with more. The Indians over the Lancers, 18-7 at halftime. Hey guys, we're back here in Lewisburg. It's the Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Gary Crispin with Rick Quigley, Denny Spots. What a location, Rick. I know of all these locations, you're really proud of this one.
Love this one, Denny. It's brand new, great facility. Everything's brand new here, right on 15. Great location with over 400 cars in stock.
Yeah, you're talking about a huge selection, Denny. Cadillac continues to evolve and be very hot as it evolves even younger and sportier, and what a lineup of caddies.
Yeah, the Cadillac line has really come around in the last few years with being a premier luxury brand. The technology, the features that they put in these things are amazing. We've got new models coming out every 6 months for the next few years. And
what about the car that drives itself? Which one is that? I know you're going to get me in that car.
Yes, a CT6 will actually drive itself down the highway hands-free.
Wow.
And it's pretty amazing.
Great experience.
Yeah, I imagine. And the Escalade is always big. And, of course, you talk about Chevy. You've got a great lineup of Chevys right here in the showroom. Talk about sporty, hot cars.
From Camaros to Silverados, Equinox, Tahoes, we have everything, and we have a huge selection. The 18s are going fast.
And, of course, the 19s, they're here. Check it out. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac. Rick, you know, Silverado, a huge seller, and you got to talk about service. That's something you're most proud of. Service is what you guys do best.
That's our top priority, and we have services number one here, and we will continue to be that, along with our best pricing.
Absolutely. Check it out. Fairfield for fair deals. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac, Route 15, Lewisburg, PA. We're back with more halftime right after this. You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Raymore for more than 30 years in the greater Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Raymore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Raymore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport.
Roach Financial has been committed to building trustful, long-lasting relationships with our customers for over 25 years now. Over the years, both our personal as well as our family of customers has grown. Our mission has remained clear: stay true to our ethics and constantly keep our customers' needs in mind. Come join our family for the next 25 years as we continue to provide employee benefit and financial services within the community we serve.
River Valley Transit has partnered with the Community Arts Center for its 4th year to provide a free show shuttle service for the 2018 and 2019 season. Park downtown, grab a bite to eat, ride the show shuttle to the CAC, then after the show, have the show shuttle return you to your car. The show shuttle operates in 4 15-minute loops starting 1 hour prior to the show. The show shuttle operates 2 loops following the show, one starting 10 minutes after the show, and the second loop starting 30 minutes after the show. The show shuttle offers 5 stops, including the Community Arts Center. This service is only available for select shows. For more information, please visit caclive.com.
And we are back. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Shamokin all over the Lancers, 18-7. And, babe, you talk about total yards, 155 for the Indians, 44 for Loyalsock in this ball game. 17 first downs to 3 in the first half of the game. And they're getting a great job out of Max Madness. Started at the one running back, 87 yards in the first half, 19 attempts. And Colin Bowers passing for 2 touchdowns, running the ball well, 9 or 8 for 38. Let's take a look at a big play. Tail end of the half, put him up 3 touchdowns. Take a look at this. Nate Miller, a great catch, but an outstanding throw on our River Valley Transit big play. Great catch, and boy, you throw it perfectly. There was a well covered, but Madden got his, or I should say Miller got his foot in, and that time Bowers put it right in the money.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a skinny window. It went in. I don't know how it made it through, but they are up by 3 scores, but missed 3 extra points, so it's an 18-7 game right now.
Hey, let's talk about Harder's scoreboard update at halftime. Matursville 35-8 tonight. They're up. It is Central Columbia at halftime 3-0 over Lewisburg. And, of course, Danville, halftime 31-8 over Warrior on the other games. 18-7 here, Shamokin over the Lancers. We'll be back. This has been the Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. We'll be back with the second half. Don't go away. Hey guys, back here at Biters, it all started with appliances. 1966, grandfathers selling appliances from the garage many years ago, and now you've evolved bigger and better than ever. And Eric Biter, I'm telling you, tell me what is hot this year.
Right now it's color. In the appliance industry, you're going to see colors like slate, and behind us we've got some black stainless, one of the hottest colors that's out right now.
You've got a tag up here. Show me what that means, because I think it means you've got the lowest prices when it comes to appliances.
That's right. On these tags go out, they scrape our website and our competitors' website, so we know that we're priced right for all the product that we have on our floor.
Absolutely. So many great things that you have. All right. Tell me more about how you can get an item that maybe you don't have right now. You can turn it around, get it pretty quickly, right?
We can. We have access to a distribution center in Harrisburg with $29 million worth of inventory. If they have it in stock, we'll have it within 24 hours.
Everything under the sun, and a great display that you have right here. Let's talk about this. Fantastic.
This is GE's hot color right now, the black stainless. This is the most popular color that we have on our floor.
Lowest pricing, best selection, Biters since 1966. Eric, thanks.
Thank you, Gary.
Biters, Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, South Williamsport. Check them out today. Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff and Associates, moffandassociates.com. And we are back at Robbins Stadium, getting ready to kick things off in the second half of this ballgame. 18-7 our score, and what do you think Justin Van Fleet is talking about at halftime coming out? Yeah, we got to regroup right now, try to get the offense back and going again. Let's get down to Ben Reichley with an update. Ben.
We're going to try to get Coach Van Fleet real quick here. We got 3 minutes until we start this second half.
Okay.
There's a 3-minute window here, so give us a little time here.
Yeah, you let me know if you've got him. We'll hear from the horse's mouth what Justin had to talk about at halftime, but we'll be ready again. 18-7 our score. And you talk about putting up some pretty doggone good numbers in the first half, some great running, but Bowers doing a great job at QB, throws touchdown to the tight end, and let's go down there right now. Go ahead, Ben.
Coach, a fast start, and looks like your team offensively, you had some things going on. Looks like some adjustments in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to play better football and stay away from the distractions. But I got to go coach a game now, so I appreciate it.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck the second half. You guys always play tough, so we'll look forward to it. Hey, going back to that, and I know, Gary, you're asking Babe what adjustments has to make. I think you got to look at the offense, what they did in that first drive, how they can replicate that. But remember, whatever Shamokin adjusts to, can they make that happen on the Loyalsock offensive line to give protection? But I'll tell you what, a stingy defense and those Shamokin guys out there. So we'll have to see which coaches make the changes, the adjustments that allow them to play next week.
Yeah, they had that first drive about 75 yards, drove down and had the touchdown to get it underway. 6-yard scoring toss from Watkins to Gerald Ross. And then it was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And Loyalsock had trouble getting it going. Shamokin drives down, but the extra point was blocked by Holler. And 7-6 was the score of the game, but Shamokin has taken advantages of things, also taken advantages of sock penalties that kept some drives going.
Well, the big thing for Shamokin right now is that they eat a ton of clock.
They sure
All
do.
their drives are long, and they're very disciplined. I don't know if Shamokin, they have had a couple of penalties, but, there's no offsides. They're crisp and really looking good. Other than missing the extra points, they've played a pretty darn good ball game. I think that the Loyalsock coaching staff at halftime had to go in there and get their kids' heads back in this game, because they really got destroyed after that first drive.
Connor Watkins' first appearance at QB for the All-Stater, and a tough first half. Directed it, couple of completions early, touchdown pass to Ross, his 10th of the season. 3 out of 7 for only 15 yards, and the pressure was coming up front by Shamokin. So it's going to be interesting. They started out Chase Cavanaugh as a running back with him. Had 7 carries for 33 yards and had a great first drive to start this half. Yeah, Ben, let's get that back down to you.
Looks like Melito is going to be out. They've taken the helmet. They got him wrapped up here. And, that's significant on the special teams because he's a heck of a special team player for Loyalsock.
Yeah, and it's also significant just that linebacker because number 43 was second in tackles on this team behind Holler. So we're about ready to go. The Lancer cheerleaders are set. They are kicking it off right now. Let's get back down to the field. And, guys, here we go. Here come the Indians. Coming back with the return. Look out. Bringing it back to midfield. Wolfgang Pearson, 40, 35, 30. Pearson is taking it back. He'll be brought down at about the 2. But there may be a hold way back here at the 25-yard line, and it looks like it might be coming back. Great job that time by the Lancers making the tackle. Good job by Dane Armson, a saving tackle all the way down at the 2-yard line, but that's coming back. That time Wolfgang Pearson on the dead run got an alley, and he was almost untouched, caught from behind by Armson, and it's coming all the way back, and it's a hold. That's tough against Shamokin. That could break your back to start this second half.
That would have been a backbreaker. I think it was a good call. I saw a guy going down out there, and so it was going to come back. Still, it was a nice return.
Here come the Shamokin Indians, and they'll set up first down at 10. So they've got a long touchdown run coming back. And let's see if you can see the flag come out.
There it is right there.
There's the flag coming out. Great return by Pearson, but all for naught. And here come the Indians.
Gage Moon was the man that was held, and Shamokin comes out now. They put together 80-yard drives or close to it before. Let's see what they can do here.
Max Madden, he'll have it first time again. Had a big first half. Runs it hard off that right side. Going to get about 3 yards on the play. Coming over to make the play, Job Shore is going to come over to make that tackle.
He's going to pick up 4 yards. He powered through there and lowered that shoulder and got a good push.
So here come the Indians.
Barone is limping out there on the field. He's not coming out.
Yeah, that is not what they need. And now maybe
Carmen
Barone may be coming out. He's been such a key for them, and now the training staff's going to come out and take a look at Carmen Barone is on his knee. Boy, the Indians playing tough football up front. They've got a quick injury timeout on the field. 18-7, our score just underway, third period, as you're watching Sunday morning. The replay and anytime at webweeklylive.com or on cablesportslive.com and on Facebook. He's going to come out. I think he's going to be all right, but he's coming off the field.
I thought it was an ankle at first, but we'll see. He looks like he's walking off there, putting pressure on both legs, so we'll see what comes out of this.
Here comes Colin Bowers at QB. Back to Madden. Running off that right side. Flag coming out. Could be another hold against the Shamokin Indians. Lancers get off that pile again. Parlani is there. Job Shore also coming off the pile for Sock. And now the Indians shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Big hold was on that kick return that was taken all the way to the 1-yard line by Wolfgang Pearson. Let's get down to Ben Reichley with an update. Ben.
Hey, coaches are always working referees, but I'll tell you what, Coach Van Fleet from Loyalsock had a long conversation with 2 of the officials before going in, and one thing they were talking about was holding. And now it's interesting that we've seen. Now, that was a takedown on the kickoff return. That was flat-out holding. But now it's going to be interesting. You plant that seed, and then the officials go in at halftime, they talk, and you never know what's going to happen here. But interesting that Shamokin's had 2 penalties here.
Yeah, that's good point, Ben. Second down and long now. Second down, about 16. They come right back up the gut again, and Sock defends it well. And who's in the middle? Malachi Parlani. Right down in the middle of that pile. Coming over to help out make that tackle. You've got Bam down there, Ian Weimer in the middle, and Aiden Holland. All in the middle doing a good job defensively for Sock, and it brings up 3rd down and 16. Big call for Henry Hynoski and the Indians.
It's a big call also for the Loyalsock Lancers, because if they can get a stop here, they're going to get some good field position, something they haven't had a lot of in this ballgame.
They've got double wide top of the screen. In the gun. Bowers back to pass. Pressure coming. After him is Parlani. And he'll be brought down. Bam Brema takes him down for a big loss at way back at about the 5-yard line. That's why he's not only an all-stater, but that's why Pitt's after him for next year.
All right, it's a good situation now for Loyalsock, because they're going to get good field position out of this. They're going to be Shamokin's going to be punting out of the end zone, and Shamokin has to get some good coverage on this to salvage whatever they can.
Here comes Jamison Kramer punting out of the back of his own end zone. He's going to punt it. Sock's going to get great field position here. You don't want to make a mistake now. You've got the football at the 37-yard line. You will set up 1st down and 10. It is a golden opportunity after a 32-yard punt. Here come the Loyalsock Lancers. First time of the second half on offense. Game of the week brought to you by Play to Win Harder Sporting Goods. Big part of our town for years, many years like Lycoming Creek Road. Remember the days as kids when it was downtown in Williamsport. Harders, and we will have not only the Play to Win update at the end of the game, give you all the scores of all the games around the area from Harders. Play to Win. Here comes Sock. Connor Watkins, verbally committed to Villanova. Had the broken collarbone, game 4, first time back.
You're going to see a shift over. Kavanaugh's at quarterback.
Yeah, they bring Chase over. He's going to straight run only about a yard. Blake Zaylor, 52, is in the middle. And Nate Miller coming over to make that tackle again. Boy, they've been stingy against that run. Miller was a guy, he came off the injury, and he was their leading tackler a year ago, number 32.
Well, it's only a matter of time that you're going to see a quarterback-to-quarterback pass here. And it could go either way. But
they've got Kavanaugh as a setback out of the gun. Watkins, back to pass, throws to the outside, catch, Shofi, first down. Inside the 25, down to about the 24-yard line. Good job that time. Joe Mosser comes over to make the tackle, number 84. And now Sock, golden opportunity to get back in the game. The defense setting up the offense with great field position. Here comes Watkins. Backside pressure. Throws that here. Somebody got a piece. Good job. Intended for Derek G. And pressure coming for the Shamokin Indians that time. Nate Miller putting the pressure on. Good job, Nate Miller.
I thought that when that ball went, I thought it was low, and I thought that it could have been tapped up in the air, but he just got a piece of it, enough to shorten it up and not get the first down.
They've got trips near side, lone, wide out. Shofi, top of the screen. Watkins, he goes with a straight run. Tries to power it in over the 25. Gets out to about the 22-yard line. Talking to Kavanaugh this week. I guess the big question mark was he had no pain in that collarbone. Felt good. I guess the question is, how do you take a hit after the injury?
Well,
how's that going to feel?
And they don't seem to be holding him back. I mean, he's run the ball. He's, he's done the things he normally does. I think he's a little rusty, but even a little rusty, he's a damn good quarterback.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. Here come the Indians, and they got him. Boy, you talk about putting the heat on, and Nate Miller again comes over to make that big play. Big play, Nate Miller comes over to make that tackle. He was the key. Number 32 with those other Indians coming in. Connor Watkins said the biggest thing that helped him was watching the game from the sideline, seeing things that maybe you normally don't see. But that time, he didn't see Nate Miller and the Indians on that blitz.
He didn't have a chance because Nate Miller came untouched in a blitz up the middle.
Now you've got 4th and 15. This will be a big stand, Indians. Pressure coming. Throwing for the corner. Incomplete. Good coverage. Joe Mosser putting the coverage on that time as they try to get the ball down there to Jaden Shofi. Good job by Mosser, and the golden opportunity for the Lancers is stopped by the Indians.
Yeah.
Both teams playing good defense in the second half of this game.
You're right. That was big for Shamokin. They couldn't even get a first down out of that, and I thought they would.
You're talking about setting it up with what would have been a short 37-yard drive, and now at the 30, the Indians take over first down at 10 up 18-7.
So you're down by 11 points. If Loyalsock gets a score, they're very much in this ballgame.
No, there's no question. Colin Bauer is going to call time out. Shamokin takes time, and we will take time with 7:11 left, third period. This is the Rennie Road Armor All-State game. Indians over the Lancers, 18-7.
Roach Financial has been committed to building trustful, long-lasting relationships with our customers for over 25 years now. Over the years, both our personal as well as our family of customers has grown. Our mission has remained clear. Stay true to our ethics and constantly keep our customers' needs in mind. Come join our family for the next 25 years as we continue to provide employee benefit and financial services within the community we serve.
Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. Here's Max Madden, takes that first run. He's going to get good piece, about 4 yards out to about the 35-yard line with 7 minutes left in the third. Gary Crispin, Bay Bear, Ben Reichley, Rennie Road Armor All-State game. Cable Sports in our 32nd season. The Indians, who led at halftime 18-7, a pair of touchdown passes by Colin Bowers, done a great job, and Max Madden has led the way rushing the football in this ball game tonight. He's done really well. Second down and about 5. They're going to call that a 5-yard game. Madden again off that right side. Sock, that time, defends it well. Shore gets up off that pile. Good job defensively all the way around, along with Eli Holler. So now you're looking at 3rd down and 3. Sock again trying to get a stop. Madden has had it 22 times for 98 yards in this ball game.
And it's going to be interesting to see what they go with here. In previous times, they've gone with the unbalanced line, and they are in it again.
Back to pass, thrown to the outside, off the pump fake. He faked to Mosser, put it on the hip, dives for the first down, and a big run by Colin Bowers over the 40 and out to the 42-yard line.
And you're right, a big run.
Boy, great pump fake to the outside, and then did that reverse and turned the other way and scrambled and got the first down and froze the defense on the fake.
But look how he finds his alley. He finds his escape route. Right there. He knew, he turned, he saw where it was, took the alley, and you always, when you're a quarterback, have to have an escape route that you can find if that happens to you.
Here comes Bowers. They come Madden again. He's over 100 yards. Hard running out over the 45, and he's out to about the 46-yard line.
Henry Hynoski came in here, I mean, with all the credentials, and just him being on the field with these players, I'm sure lifts him to another level.
Well,
but he also brought in some great coaches on that coaching staff. A lot of former Shamokin players, and his father, of course, his father's friend.
Was a heck of a player at Temple and played for the Cleveland Browns. His dad said, Henry's tough. I said, your son's doing a great job. He said, he's tough. He's a disciplinarian. Eli Holler has made the last 3 tackles for the Loyalsock Lancers. He has been their leader, number 10. And Sock trying to hold out this Shamokin team, but you're right, they're running a lot of clock, but when they've had to go play action, Bowers has hurt him with a pair of touchdowns. One to Kane, the tight end, early in the game, and tail end of the half with about 15 seconds left, he hit Nate Miller on a well-defended ball to the corner, and Miller made the catch to make it 18-7. They had the opening conversion blocked. They've gone for 2 and missed, and that's why we've got an 18-7 game. Play action, Bowers back to pass. Pressure coming again. Sock may get him this time. Bowers on his feet, still running with it, and finally Job Shore makes the tackle. Sock put a lot of pressure on that time. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line, and Loyalsock put the heat on and finally flushed him out. So here's another look at it again.
Here it is. Now, I think it's Bam Bam is in on him right there that almost makes the tackle. Yeah, it is.
Barlani.
And then Barlani's not in the ball game. Barlani, I just saw him. He's down on the sideline. He came out in that last play, and I don't know what his story is down there, but he has his helmet off, and
here comes Jamison Kramer. Going to punt it back to Chofie. He's going to field it at the 23. He'll be wrestled down to the 30-yard line. They'll set up first down and 10. And here we go. That time Ian Paul comes over to make the tackle for the Indians. We've got 3:19 to play in the third. Sock's got to make something happen offensively. They're down 18-7. They were dominated in the first half of this game statistically. So here comes Connor Watkins trying to work out the cobwebs. Hasn't played since injured against Bloom, weekend number 4.
Right now, that was about a 40-yard turnover exchange there in field position between the last punt and this punt right here. So the Lancers got a longer field to go with, and time's still running with 3:19 to go.
Watkins throws to the outside, batted down. Big play in the middle that time. Boy, I'll tell you, let's double check. Nate Miller put the pressure on. We might want to take another look at that. You talk about heat up the middle. He was not the only one for the Indians down there in the middle putting pressure on. Good job defensively. Second down and 10. Back to pass. Watkins dumps it. Cavanaugh tried to come back. Did he make the catch? That time Nate Miller makes the tackle. It will be a shoestring catch as he made it over the 35. They're going to gain 4, and now you're looking again at third down. Third down and 6. Sock needs a big play.
And Watkins just doesn't have time to find a man. And when he does, he's rushed.
Double wide out left and right. Cavanaugh the setback. Watkins back in the gun. Sock down 11. Pressure coming, throws over the middle. That ball is nearly intercepted. Colin Bowers was playing safety, and he's had 2 pick sixes this season, and that time the ball got there so fast he couldn't make the play, had his shoestrings and nearly made a great interception. And again, Sock is out, 3 and out, punting it back, Derek G.
And I'll tell you what, Shamokin is just blitzing the heck out of 8 men in a box, and they're bringing them from all different angles, and they just can't block them.
Here comes Derek G, who caught a touchdown pass a week ago, and he really got it all that time. Good punt, G, driving over the head of Bowers, and it's going to go all the way back to about the 22, a 43-yard punt. Game of the week brought to you by Biters. Furniture, mattress, appliance, big part of our town since 1966. Go see Joe Biter in the Sleep Center. They'll do wonders for you. Nobody has a sleep center like Biters. 40+ best mattresses of all time. And check out that Simmons Beauty Rest Platinum Firm. That's the one that I got. And boy, it's about as good as it gets. I almost didn't come to the game because I was so comfortable watching the Penn State game, but I got so disgusted with Penn State I decided to come.
That's the best 4 hours sleep you've had in a long time, huh?
That's right. Boy, I tell you, running off that right side again. Max Madden's having a good ball game tonight. You know, coming off, he's playing Bryson James. Is normally their leading ground gainer. He's out with a concussion. Colin Bowers came off concussion protocol, and Madden has 25 attempts, 107 yards in this ball game. James not able to play tonight, and Madden has picked up the pace. Really has run the ball well.
Now Loyalsock needs another stop. There's still a lot of time in this ball game.
2nd down, 7. Madden again. Running in traffic, spinning, breaking tackles. Madden again over the 40 and out to the 42-yard line. Good piece of running. Chase Cavanaugh had to be the guy to come over and finally make that tackle, number 25. Boy, big run by Max Madden.
And that's an in-your-face run, too. Boy, when you run the ball like that and you're running over people and spinning out of tackles and picking up extra yardage, I mean, you know, that makes a defense really feel small. And that's exactly what happened on that run.
Here come the Indians. They've been running that power I formation just about all night. They come power football right side again. That time they blow it up. They ran right at Bam Brema. And Bam Bam comes over to make the tackle. Shore was there. And also Aiden Gare, number 2, the linebacker, comes over to make that tackle. So now Sock again trying to set up the offense with good field position. They set him up early in this half at the 37, and Loyalsock couldn't get it in. And Shamokin made big plays and held. Here come the Indians now. 2nd down and 8. Bowers out of the gun. He's got a full house backfield with him. Off the option run this time, and Sock defends it well. Brema is in there. You've got Carmen Barone back in the game helping make the play. Ian Weimer is there. And also Dane Armson coming up to help out on that stop.
Got a player down for Loyalsock. I can't see what the number is.
Yeah, it looks like Eli Holler, and that's a big one. Eli Holler's made a ton of tackles in this football game for number 10. And Eli Holler, they're taking a look at him.
Well, I tell you what, if Holler goes out, that would be both inside linebackers going out of the ball game. That hurts.
Yeah, sure does. So taking a look at Eli Holler.
Simone Melito has been an excellent defensive player for this team all year.
Well, you've had both of them. He got knocked out early.
And he's down here on the bench. He's not going back in. And if that's Holler, and
it is Holler, and Eli Holler has been their top tackler, and Melito was number 2.
It looks like he may have had the wind knocked out of him, and they're just trying to keep him down there. I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, he's going to get back up, and boy, he has been real tough. Let's get down to Ben on the sideline. Ben, what are you seeing down there?
Well, I'll tell you what he's doing. He's making a bunch of tackles, but also he's been on the wrong end of some pancake blocks. And you got 2 guys from Shamokin. This line's, I mean, these are young men on the Shamokin line. I wouldn't take them to an all-you-can-eat buffet, or I would, because if you took them to a regular restaurant, you'd pay a lot. But he's been taking on 2 men all the time, and at some point, you know, it just gets. But I'll tell you what, this is a huge drive because this looks like this is going to go into the 4th quarter. So Loyalsock's going to have to get some defense here because this game could get out of control because Shamokin has controlled the clock this whole game.
Well, right now you got a 3rd down and long here, Ben, and the last time they had this, Shamokin picked up the 1st down. They got to stop them here.
Here come the Indians. 3rd down and 7.
And
they've
we're
got wide outs this side, double wide outs left and right. Set back Madden, back with Bowers. Collin back to pass. Looks over the field, some pressure coming, puts it on the hit to the 45-50. A 1st down run into Sock territory down the 44-yard line. There's a flag down, and it may be a hold. that time.
Boy, that's a break for Loyalsock if it is, because that could have been we have 1 second left in the third quarter.
It's holding 79, Shamokin.
Yeah, it's got to be a hold against the Shamokin Indians up front, and it may be against 79 Brian Hornberger, who is 6'3", 320. You're talking about big guys in the middle, in the trenches that you've got to block and try to get around if you're playing on the defensive side is Sock, and that's going to be a big penalty.
Yeah,
and
again,
it comes all the way back to the 29-yard line.
Again, that hold goes from the point of the hold, so that hold had to be about 5 yards in the backfield.
Yep, that's it. That is the end of the quarter. We'll take time. We go to the fourth. Shamokin still on top, 18-7. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance, 40 years in the business, Rennie. It's flown by, and you still love what you do. Congratulations.
Exactly. The key for me is I enjoy my job. I'm thankful for all the clients we've had. I'm thankful for people we've been helped through many terrible circumstances, from fires to floods to death in the family. It's different than a lot of jobs. You become part of the family. You're there when people need you.
Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield. For fair deals, you're gonna love us.
Well, it's amazing when you take a look at the dominance of Shamokin statistically. They're up 18-7 starting the fourth. 187 total yards. The Lancers 43 after playing 3 quarters. They've dominated the first downs 19-5. And boy, does that say a lot against what has been a high-flying Lancer team that has put up some numbers. Starting the half, Colin Bowers looking down the middle, lets it go. Way overshot, tried to go to Joe Mosser, and another flag is thrown down to that holding range. We'll see what happens.
Well, it is a hold, but I think they're going to decline it because that was third down, and they'll want to make it fourth down.
Yeah, they're going to punt it away, and Justin Van Fleet goes out. They're going to call the hold, and they will now decline, and they're going to punt the football away. The Lancers need the ball back, and they need to make a big play. With 11:54 left, down 18-7. It was 18-7 at the half. Our Rennie Road Armel Allstate game. There's a lot of folks in the area hoping that Sock can stay alive, that Montoursville can stay alive, and they can eventually meet in 2 weeks for district title. But we got a long way to go here, and they've got to come back. Kramer kicks it back to Ross. On the dead run, here comes Ross to the outside. 35-40. 45-50, and Gerald Ross, a good return, gets it back to about the 48-yard line.
And that was a big return for Ross because he could have been stuffed over there on the sideline about the 30-yard line and did a good job of making the man miss. And in a football game, anybody who's returning a kick or a punt has to make one man miss. And if they do that, then there's a good chance everybody else is going to cover their bases.
Okay, the Lancers have Brock Brown and Derek G. top of the screen. They've got Ross over in this near side.
The statistics, as you mentioned, are way out of whack in favor of Shamokin, but still, Sock is in this ballgame.
They've got Shofi now to the top. Trips there. They come back on a counter play and nothing doing. They bury Kavanaugh, and Hunter Road Armel, number 68, comes over to make the tackle. That is Rennie Road Armel's nephew's son.
Right.
Big play, and he's only a sophomore. Big tackle, Hunter Road Armel, 5'9", 180, and only a 10th grader. Second down and 14. Boy, they needed a play there. They come double wide this side. Shofi, top of the screen. Watkins in the gun. Back to pass. Goes down that middle. Incomplete. Just overshooting Jaden Shofi. He had him. That would have been 6.
And the problem on that pass was Jaden Shofi was running downfield, was looking over to the side to see where the safety was, and kind of just broke stride enough that ball went off his fingertips.
Wow.
That was, I mean, it was a...
trying to get the timing back.
When you're a receiver, you got to go for the ball. You know what the play is. You know the ball may be coming. You can't take your eyes off that situation, and he wanted to see where the safety was, and
Sock third down at 14. This is a big play for Loyalsock in the fourth. They're bringing everybody after him. Nate Miller and chasing him. Watkins throwing back to Ross, comes back for the ball. Did he make the catch? No, it's incomplete. Ross trying to come back to make a big-time catch as that ball floated up there a little bit. He tried to change directions, come back for the ball, and nearly pulled it in. Here's take another look at
it. They got a break. The contained man for Shamokin took an inside move and left him get to the outside. And
boy, he nearly had it.
Wow, he did.
That ball, as he turned, that ball as he hit the ground, that ball came rolling out. And Gerald, who's the all-time leading receiver in Lycoming County history, nearly made a spectacular catch. Derek G punts it back. Sock needs a stop. They're down 11, got to get the ball back. And you know right now, Shamokin wants to run a lot of clock. That will be picked up and returned. Yeah. Shamokin, that time, Dennis Cole, number 16, picked it up. Got a yard or two out of it. Loyalsock Lancers, Gage Moon comes over to make the tackle on the special teams. And we will set up first down and 10 Indians. Game of the week brought to you in part by Albarano Construction. 50-plus years, big part of our town. John, a big supporter of the Lancers, Williamsport Millionaires, and all the local teams. Thanks to John and Albarano Construction.
All right, now, right now you're fighting a clock. Even though there's still 10:45 left, you cannot let Shamokin put drives together here and pick up first downs.
Colin Bowers just has done such a great job managing this game for Shamokin. He run it well, thrown it well, and there's a guy that's had over 100 yards and to his total, Max Madden, playing in place of Bryson James, who's injured, who had been their leading ground gainer coming in. Henry Hynoski told me this week that the thing that he likes most about the team is the fact they've had balance. The balance of the pass and run and the attitude change, and he said, our guys have not quit. And they played a really brutal schedule, playing the likes of North Schuylkill, Mount Carmel, and Southern. Those are three of their losses. Also, we're upset by Jersey Shore, who has been up and down throughout the year this year. There's a good run again, very close to a first down run from Madden. And Dane Armson comes over to make that tackle. Also, Chase Cavanaugh, number 25, as they're running into that secondary.
That's another first down.
Yeah, it will be enough for a first down. I didn't think he quite had it, but
I thought he came up short too, but they did give it to him.
First down and 10. Indians up 18-7. Trying to take the steam out of the homestanding Lancers here at Ken Robbins Stadium. They've got Chicatano to this near side, coming out of that power I. They've run that a good bit of the night. That time they slipped it to the fullback, Mark Wetzel. He's going to be brought down, and that time by Jaden Shofie, number 18, comes over to make the tackle.
Not before he picks up 5+ yards on that play, almost 6. And
second down, about 4.
That's too much. You gotta make a better stance than what they're doing right now, because Shamokin feels good on offense. That offensive line's really pushing people around.
Yeah, much improved. This is an Indian team that won one game each of the last 3 years. 5-5 against a brutal schedule. Max Madden nearly enough for a first down. I think he's going to have it to about the 45-yard line. And in the middle, making the tackle back in the game's Eli Holler, who plays so tough for this Loyalsock Lancer team. Eli Holler's a senior. Doesn't want it to end here, that is for sure.
Well, you know, Henry's played a lot of football in his days. When you play in a Super Bowl, you've about gone to the top.
Yeah, you're right.
But he knows right now that I'm just going to run the ball right at him and let the clock run.
No doubt. Bowers. They come straight ahead to Mark Wetzel again, the fullback. Great second effort, broke a tackle, dove across the 50 and into Sock territory, down to about the 48. Shofie again has to come up and make that tackle. And Shamokin now taking the air out of this this ball club from Loyalsock Township, and Sock's got another player that is down. And we've got another injury timeout. Let's take a look and see who that might be with an injury timeout. Let's focus over here, guys, and see if we can see who the injury might be. And hard to get a look at it right there. But Sock's had a tough one. There's no question. Mike, I tell you what we will do. Let's take at least a 30-second timeout. And we'll be back in a moment. We'll pause at least 30. And in the course of a minute I say that, he'll be back up. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back. Ken Robbins Stadium, 18-7. Now, Mike, let's keep it here. It's going to be Ian Weimer. He is up. He is up. And, boy, I tell you, there you can tell in the trenches the war being won by the Indians, Big.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're just statistically, they're just dominating this game, and I see no life in the offense of Loyalsock.
Sock is not, it's been tough. The Indians have disrupted a lot, but they have not been able to get any rhythm.
No.
And one of the reasons the passing game hasn't been where they would like it is they've never really been able to establish a running game.
No.
And that's been a problem for Sock all year. Last week, they found the running game, the running of Kavanaugh at quarterback. They started him at tailback tonight, and in that first series, he ran the ball pretty well. They gave him a hurry-up offense and drove 75 yards and scored, and they haven't scored since. Here comes Colin Bowers guiding the Indians, trying to win their sixth game of the year. Max Madden runs for a first down, 35-30. Madden down the sideline. Max Madden, touchdown, Shamokin.
Wow.
And that could do it for the Indians. 48-yard run, and it's 24-7 for the purple and white.
And I can't believe that he outran at least two, maybe three players on that run. If we get a replay, we'll take a look. I thought they had angles on him. All they had to do was give him a shot and knock him out of the backfield.
Yeah, the amazing thing about it, Max Madden is only a freshman.
Now watch this.
That's a big-time run for Max Madden.
That is.
Max Madden, 5'8", 165, and he's only a freshman for this football team.
And Loyalsock has another man down in the end zone. I think it's a cramp.
Sock's got a man down. That breaks your back. You're down 24-7 in this game with 7:59 left. And the Lancers looking like a team that may have played their last game of the football season. And the injury, and that's Bam Bam Brema, who is in the end zone. And you're hoping it might be a cramp at this stage. The Lancers, certainly one of their key guys and verbally committed to the Pitt Panthers. And, Mike, if you want to take a 30-second timeout, why don't we sit now? As soon as I say that, he's getting up. All right. Try to thank our sponsors in this ball game. And Bam Bam reacting like it might be a cramp.
Yeah. That's
turned out to be a pretty cool night, feeling like fall football weather now. It's going to get into the 30s tonight. Not there now, but we're way down into the 40s before this game's over.
Hey, we've had about one of the only good things that's happened this entire season to us is it's been fairly warm. This is not a.
No, you're right.
Usually, right now we are so cold that.
Hey, don't. Babe, it's not over yet. We've got the playoffs the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Maybe a blizzard next week for the audience out there after I blew it.
Well, a 48-yard touchdown run by the freshman Max Madden, who has been their go-to guy tonight. 30 attempts, 185 yards, and he is the star of the game for Shamokin, to say the least. Here's Kramer. Conversion try is up. It is good. We'll take time. 7:59 to play. The Indians, they're in command. 25-7 over the Lancers. This is the Rennie Rodarmel Allstate Game of the Week. Eric Steinbacher's with us, Rennie Rodarmel Allstate Insurance. But, Eric, you're on the financial side of things. You've done a great job for me and for many other folks. Tell me about that.
Yeah, Gary, a lot of people don't realize that we offer financial services here at the Rodarmel Agency. We can help you with short-term, moderate-term, and your long-term financial service needs.
And help you get ready for retirement. Check
Absolutely.
it out today. 326-6645, Rennie Rodarmel Allstate Insurance.
When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in. Open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more. The best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, Park Pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024. All right, we are back. They kicked it off. Joe Shore returned the football out to about the 24-yard line. We've got 7:55 left in this ball game. So here come the Loyalsock Lancers.
And this Shamokin team has a swagger now. they're
I would say they've got a little bit of a swagger. You're right about that. So here comes Connor Watkins, 25-7. And this team, he's pulled off some amazing comebacks in his career, but this is one. You've got to start it right here. You've got double wide near side setback Kavanaugh. Chase Kavanaugh running the football, and they didn't fool anybody up front. And again, good piece of Blake Zaylor is down there. Good piece of tackling again. Ian Paul comes over to make the hit, number 23. 7:37 left in this game. A little hurry-up offense. Sock trying to get a little rhythm going and get 6 points here. You're down 25-7 in the game. Kavanaugh back to pass again. Pressure coming. Throws down the middle. Got a man there. The catch is made by Chofi on the dead run on a perfect pass. That time from Connor Watkins.
And I'll tell you what, that was a big play. That big play may have come too late, but it's something they needed earlier in this ball game.
38-yard pass play from Connor Watkins. Watkins with trips near side. Kavanaugh back there with it. Watkins, pressure coming, throws back over the middle. That ball is picked off. Coming back with the football, the Indians, Colin Bowers. Bowers still on his feet. Off the return, Bowers still bringing it back. Bowers to the 20, the 15, Bowers to the 10. Touchdown, Colin Bowers. And a great piece of blocking, keeping Connor Watkins away and dodging back and forth and not allowing. That might have been the longest return for a touchdown. That is the third pick six by Colin Bowers this season. Third time he's intercepted one and taken it for a touchdown. And that return, that's one we're going to want to see. We'll double check on the spot on the replay. But let's see if we can see where that ball was picked off, because it's way upfield. As a conversion try by Jamison Kramer. We'll see it after the commercial. It's going to be in the neighborhood of about 70 yards. Kick is up. Kick is good. And that will do it for the Indians. They're up 31-7. We'll take time. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. Jim Moff, Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff, Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield. For fair deals, you're gonna love us.
A big-time interception return of a Watkins pass. 70-plus yards by Colin Bowers. And now, ball's going to be kicked through the end zone, a touchback. Let's take a look at the interception and see if we can see exactly where Bowers intercepted. He's had 3 pick sixes on the season. And here's the replay look
And let's get a good look at where he picked it off.
On
and
a 20-yard line.
It's going to be 80-yard return. It'll be 80. I know it's 70-plus. And you'll see a great job blocking, weaving back and forth. Watkins trying to get in front of somebody. You see Wetzel at the end makes that last block, and he goes 80 yards. His third pick six of the season, and that appears to have sealed it. 32-7 is the score in this ball game. All right. Here come the Lancers. Thrown to the outside, nobody there. And that time they needed Brock Brown to look for it. You can see Watkins really upset with the idea that guys are not on the same page. And I think the Lancers right now playing like a team that has really had the wind taken out of them.
That was intended to be a short dump pass just out to the edge. And
he wasn't looking for it.
He wasn't looking for it. He was running downfield. Lucky that wasn't intercepted.
It's not the way Connor Watkins wanted to come back.
No,
that's for sure.
But I'll tell you what, he's still an excellent quarterback.
No doubt about that. Watkins thrown to the outside. Quick flip. And the catch is made. That's going to be Derek G. G makes the catch. Wetzel, number 4, comes over to make the tackle.
And you know, you got a 6-man front out of Shamokin.
Watkins again. This time, Bay throws high. Monster was covering.
Yeah, and Shamokin came out, broke their defensive huddle late, and unfortunately, I was overthrown. He may have had a good shot at taking that all the way. But you got a 6-man front out of Shamokin, and that means that you have 2 inside linebackers, and they're blitzing the inside linebackers. I thought they should have been throwing more passes over the middle, short passes.
Sock's going to take a timeout, with a 4th and 2 and 6:31 left potentially in the football season. We will take timeout. This is the Rennie Rhode Armel All-State game, 32-7 Shamokin. The Clothier in the heart of downtown Williamsport has the biggest selection of the state in all the top name brands. Vineyard Vines, Barber, Tommy Bahama, Sport Coats by Jack Victor and Hart Shafter and Marks. Now did Babe Bear make his decision?
Francis, this is the look.
Babe, promise me you're going to wear this on the football game show.
You know I will, Francis.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport. For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip. While we are away, Watkins, they snapped it a little quickly, and Watkins had a ball knocked down, and that may be the life out of the Lancers on 4th down.
Yeah.
And Shamokin will take over 1st down and 10, and they'll take over at the Lancer 28-yard line, up 32-7, on their way to their 6th win. And it would appear that they would be on the way for a rematch game against Danville.
You know, I
and
know
Danville beat this team.
I know it's late in the game. I know the game's out of hand, but
there's Madden. Just pounds it off that left side of the 25-yard line.
But you know, I hate to see a team stop playing, and I think that's happened to the Lancers right now. They're beat. They're walking around. They just have no life in them at all. And it's still, there's still 6 minutes left. You still have some personal things that you can accomplish, and get. You're not going to win the game, but also you don't want to quit. This early in the game. I have a problem with that.
Here come the Indians. They've been running power football all night. That power eye look with double tight ends. Knowles on one side. Blake Kane, who caught a touchdown pass earlier to the other tight end. They come straight head to the fullback, Wetzel. And Henry likes that fullback, doesn't he? Mark Wetzel to the 19-yard line. Hard running, but it's been Madden's night. But They go to number 4, and Wetzel gets a few yards off that left side.
You know, you talk about Henry, and you talk about him having a Super Bowl ring. He started the Super Bowl in 2012, played the whole game as a fullback, had great blocking, recovered a key fumble in the game.
That's right.
Caught a couple of passes out of the backfield for big yardage and first down yardage, and he's a competitor.
No question. Big opener and a good run that time. That's going to be Nate Miller. And boy, Nate Miller came off a hip fracture in the first scrimmage of the year. And top tackler a year ago with 150. And Henry's glad to have him back. Yeah. And he certainly has been their impact guy on the defensive side and has done a great job. We'll get down to Ben Reichley in a moment after this next play with first down and 10 Indians, 14-yard line, and Bam Bam's coming off. And Brema, who appeared to have a cramp earlier, maybe more than that, they come counter to Nate Miller. And Miller comes off that left side, still in his feet, down to the 5-yard line in a big-time run. Let's go down to Ben Reichley. Ben.
Hey, it looks like we're going to have a penalty flag. We'll sort that out. Hey, you can look at all the statistics Lushy has up there with you, and you can see Shamokin's yardage and of course, compared to Loyalsock's yardage. But I tell you what, if you could find the time of possession, I think Shamokin's offense has had the ball
time
about
of possession
80% of this.
Unbelievable. You're
about
right.
80% of the time here. And
Yep.
I'll tell you what, that wears a defense down when the offense, especially like Shamokin, is running. And, Babe, you talked about when you're a defense and it's debilitating, when they run through between the tackles over you and they have it that long, that's a very tough task.
Yeah, it sure is. Aiden Gare was just ejected from the ball game for whatever that penalty was down there.
Okay, here comes Sock with a penalty thrown onto that play. They're going to have a first and goal at the 3-yard line for Shamokin. They're up 32-7, 4:27 left in this ball game. They've got Wetzel back there with Miller. And freshman Max Madden had the big night, had a 48-yard touchdown run earlier. Colin Bowers up under center. He was under a concussion protocol before the last ball game, or before this game this week, coming out of last week. Wetzel into the end zone, touchdown. Mark Wetzel, fullback for a touchdown. And the Indians are going to the second round of districts. Their new coach, Henry Hynoski's turned them around. They're on their way to their 6th win, 38-7 with 4:03 left. And another penalties come down there. Let's go down to Ben on the sideline, Ben. And getting a little chippy down there. What's going on?
It's more than a little chippy. And, frustration. You're Loyalsock. You came into this game expecting to win and move on. You had your quarterback from, and again, it has to be frustrating. Plus, you get beat up this whole game. But I don't know what this call is going to be. Coach Van Fleet's out there. We did have an ejection earlier.
Ian Weimer's coming off right now under his own power. He was banged up a little bit, but boy, Shamokin has hit them in the mouth physically in this game.
That's the story.
Yeah, you're right.
He got punched in the face first, but they came back. Yeah.
You're right. Sock took the opening kickoff, 75 yards. They take it down and score. They lead early. They had rhythm to the offense. They had the Shamokin Indian defense back in their heels. And then Shamokin settled down. They go 75 yards in a drive, and they have not looked back. Dominant performance, 38-7. And Jamison Kramer to kick the extra point to make it 39. He's been solid all year for Henry's Indians. Kick is up, kick is good. We'll take time. 4:03 left. Shamokin is on their way. They're up 39-7 over Sock. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week.
Hey, Rainbow Carpet has great savings right now on cash and carry pricing. They're slashing pricing up to 40% off all uninstalled product, like their great hardwood, ceramic tile, vinyl click flooring, and more. Like Lazio tile, great selection for backsplashes and more. And all the wood products, including the wide wood that everybody's talking about. Our expert installers can give you the basics so you can install it yourself to save money. Rainbow Carpet, Williamsport. BJ Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove. Well, the penalty taken. The ball's going to be kicked through the end zone for a touchback. Penalty on the kick against Loyalsock at the tail end of that last play, and 39-7 scoring the ball game. And here's another look at the touchdown run. Just a quick opener. They came straight ahead off that left side, and that time the fullback Mark Wetzel gets into the end zone. 39-7 with 4:03 left in this game. We'll be checking scores of some of the other games, but Shamokin has already pulled their ticket to the next round, to say the least.
And I'll tell you what, Danville's going to have their hands full if Shamokin
This
can
is
play
a different team that played Shamokin the last time.
Yes,
Danville had their way with Shamokin the first time they played. Playing with confidence. Watkins throws to the outside. Tries to get it on the screen to Ross. Ross makes a man miss. Still in his feet. Gerald Ross, you take a look at the career that he has had. He will leave tonight's game as the all-time leading Lycoming County receiver in Lycoming County history. Nate Miller again made the tackle. Boy, does he play tough defensively for Shamokin. We'll get an update in Gerald Ross, but he's put up some big numbers. They come back to Kavanaugh, and Kavanaugh a run for a first down to the 40. We got an update from down below. Was that 50-8 the final score, Mike Strunk? Mike Strunk said Montoursville has won big, 50-8 in their ball game tonight. They were certainly heavily favored over Athens. Back in the gun. Pressure coming. Kavanaugh throwing for Ross, and it was nearly picked by Joe Mosser, number 84.
Boy,
good coverage by Joe Mosser.
I guess that was great coverage. He almost intercepted that ball. If it wouldn't have been for Ross getting a hand in there and knocking it away, it would have been intercepted.
They've done a good job. Gerald Ross has been our impact guy, but they held him to 3 catches for 23 yards in this ball game. Came in with 62. He's got 65 on the season. He did catch a touchdown pass early in that first opening drive. Jaden Shofi. Great open field tackle that time. Wolfgang Pearson makes the tackle number 7.
And I'll tell you, this Shamokin team has every aspect of the game. They have excelled. Their tackling is crisp. It's fundamental. Ben Reichley just said from the sideline that they're fundamentals, and they are. They're fundamentally sound. I tell you what, just very impressive.
3rd down and 9. Watkins, pressure coming. Off the scramble. Matt Knowles makes the sack to the 18-yard line. Number 44. The defensive end, Matt Knowles, big-time tackle that time. And, boy, the pressure coming down. Let's go down to Ben Reichley. And, Ben, you're right there watching that play develop.
Yeah, and it's frustration on Connor Watkins. But I'll tell you what, Shamokin had changed their defense after that first drive. They put 8 men in the box, and they went man-to-man. And I'll tell you what, Loyalsock didn't go with the short patterns or the crossing patterns, and that defense just ate up this Loyalsock offense the rest of the game. But it was 8 men in the box and man coverage, and that's all it took for them to shut down this high potent offense.
Yeah, you're right. Derek G is going to punt it back. Wolfgang Pearson, and now they're going to go with a fake. G, for a moment, looked like he might think about running for that. He's going to kick it out of bounds at about the 40. Wolfgang Pearson had a big-time run called back on a run that he was tackled down to the 1-yard line. And Game of the Week brought to you by AAA, the most trusted name in travel. At AAA North Penn, we've done a lot of cruises over the years. Babe, we need to get you on a cruise.
Well, you know what?
You're what? You're retired. You can go on a cruise. Why don't you go on our next cruise?
Yeah, I'm retired. I only have 2.
Take the missus on a cruise.
I only have 2 of my 3 jobs left.
Well, we need you to come on a cruise. I guarantee
I know
I've never heard a bad thing about a cruise.
You will
I'll
have
tell
a
you
great
that.
time. Shamokin's going to come out here and take a knee. And Henry Hynoski is not going to try to James Franklin this team. Is that what Michigan said last year?
Well, Michigan brought that into this year's game.
They did.
And it didn't fare well.
It's something that motivated them. But, boy, I'm really impressed. Hats off to Henry Hynoski. You had some info about this Shamokin Indians team.
This Shamokin team. I mentioned it before. Shamokin I's first winning season in 14 years. Loyalsock defeated Shamokin for the last 2 times they played, and that's the last year and the year before. The past 3 seasons, there's only been 4 points scored against. Shamokin has only won 4 games. They've won 6 now this year already. All right, after the last 4 years.
Yep.
They defeated Loyalsock 42-0 in 2011, and then that's the last time they beat Loyalsock. And in the last 10 years, Loyalsock won 4 games between the 2 teams. Loyalsock won 2. Loyalsock won 4 games. Shamokin won 2. And Shamokin's last winning season was in 2004.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
Yep.
And the Shamokin Indians, hats off to a good buddy of ours, a good buddy of yours, a guy that trained with Babe and believes in Babe Mayer and his training program. For the time that Henry was at Southern, you trained all those guys in those championship teams, and Henry became a very good friend through his days at Pitt and the New York Football Giants, and just a first-class guy. Great to see him come back to Central Pennsylvania and do well. He did well tonight at the expense of our own homestanding Loyalsock Lancers. 39-7. We'll be rooting for Henry and the Indians coming up in the rest of the run for a District 4 title. The District 4 champions from 2017 have been dethroned at home at Ken Robbins Stadium. Final score tonight, 39-7. And a dominant win for Shamokin that built an 18-7 lead at halftime. They built their running game out of that power eye, and then some great play-action passes from Colin Bowers, who threw 2 touchdowns. Max Madden, only a freshman, carried it 31 times for 190 yards and a touchdown. Colin Bowers did a great job directing this offense, and the Shamokin Indians won the battle in the trenches, and Henry knew that was going to be a key up front on offense, up front defensively, and they went after Connor Watkins in his first start since back the 4th game of the season.
Yeah.
That is it. Let's go down to Ben Reichley with the winning coach tonight and Henry Hynoski, and let's go down there right now. Ben?
Coach, I'm going to let you talk. I mean, we talked at halftime, but boy, that second half.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness, just a gritty win. You want to talk about coming out playing physical football, that's what it's supposed to look like. And our offensive line, obviously quarterback did a great job, tight ends blocking. This man right here, running backs blocking for him. It was just a well-rounded effort. I'm so proud of the guys for their physicality. I mean, games like this don't happen often, and it was a thing of beauty to watch.
Well, we were talking, of course, Babe and Gary up front, and, the Mike Tyson comment, everybody has a plan till they get punched in the face. Well, you guys got punched in the face, but you came back and threw combos and haymakers, and here's that score.
Yep, we're a resilient team, and, we've been behind before, and, our opening game in the season, we were behind by 21 points at halftime, came back and won. It just goes to show the character of this team and what this sport means to them, and the pride for the school and the community. I couldn't be prouder of them.
Coach, I'll go over. We're going to talk to you running back.
Go to the star.
Okay.
Right, Max Mann, what a night for this guy, Ben. He had 190 yards on 31 attempts.
190 yards on 31 carries, and you're not breathing hard.
No, I'm in good shape. We have a good strength coach out of school. It's always working on us to run us, and he makes the whole team better.
I think Coach Chicatano coached your head coach a little bit too, Henry.
Yeah, I think he did.
But Max, the line, it looked like, I'm here on the sidelines, the guys are up top, but it looked like your line was just a white wave moving forward, and you were just tucking in behind there.
Yeah, our line did amazing today. Hit every block great and just made holes for me.
I'm impressed by your fundamentals. The ball was high and tight, because when you spin, those guys are grabbing that ball, and you weren't letting them get it. I mean, that is solid fundamental football.
Yeah, well, we do have a Super Bowl coach. He won a Super Bowl. He teaches us all that good stuff.
Yeah, he's not going to let you fumble. No, it was a heck of an effort, and like we talked to Coach beforehand, you guys took that punch early on. Loyalsock went right down there and scored, and you guys turned around and answered that. But it was a heck of an effort. Like I said, 190 yards. I'm going to say you're probably maybe treating your lineman at the Coney maybe tomorrow or Monday, right?
Yeah.
Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, guys, an effort. I think we talked to Coach Hynoski. We heard what he was talking about, but from upstairs. And before the game, we talked about what line was going to take control. Well, definitely it was the purple and white Shamokin line on offense, and then their defense was just smothering. And, a Loyalsock team that's very, very, very good. Tough for Connell Watkins to end up the season that way. But I'll tell you what, a Shamokin team that probably is peaking when you want to peak in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's no question. Impressive. And Max Madden is only a freshman who is their star of the game, 31 for 190 and a touchdown. And Colin Bowers did a heck of a job running the football, directing the offense, threw for a pair of touchdowns. But it was their defense, smothering defense tonight, kept Watkins off balance in his debut for the first time in a long time. And offensive line, they won in the trenches, and Shamokin wins going away 39-7, the final score of this ball game. We'll take a timeout. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State game. Fairfield Auto Group, Fairfield for Fair Deals postgame show coming up next. Indians 39, Lancers 7. Rennie Road Armel, congratulations. 40 years in the business. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance. Got to make you feel pretty proud of what you've been able to achieve with a great staff here. But as you told me, you're not thinking about retirement. You still love what you do.
Oh, yeah, I enjoy coming in every day. It's hard to believe 40 years. It seems like yesterday I was still in the classroom teaching. Time kind of flies when you enjoy what you're doing. You don't look at it as a job. You don't mind coming in. Contact with the people, being help some people out at times when they need it. It's a rewarding job.
Yeah, and an amazing thing, too. There's a lot of days on a Saturday or Sunday, you're in here working a bunch of hours because there's things to get done, but you're really enjoying updating folks on the insurance, making sure they're getting the proper discounts and the proper coverage.
Oh, yeah, getting people in for reviews is just so important. People don't realize how fast things are changing in this industry, how liability suits are escalating. We've got to make sure people have the right coverage there. That one accident or one mistake can't cost you everything you worked your whole life to have.
Well, the other thing you've told me many times, it's all about service, it's all about coverage. You got a great staff here, and that is certainly a key. Having folks that deal with people. When I first got involved with you guys, I knew I wasn't another number at an insurance agency. You get to be friends with your clients. That makes a difference when you come here. People know your name.
Exactly. It's basically like family. Some of these people are with me all 40 years that I'm in business. And, when they walk in the door, you know about their family, what their goals are in life, and where they stand.
Rennie, congratulations. 40 years and many more to come. Rennie Road Armel, Allstate Insurance, Westminster Drive, Williamsport, South Main, Mansfield.
Thank you.
BJ's Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove.
Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card. It's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in. Open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more, the best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, park pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024.
Hey guys, we're back here at Biters Furniture Mattress Appliance. Biters, 52 years here in the Williamsport area, here in Southside. Matt Bauer Furniture Department. Everything's gone custom. You talk about comfort. That's what it's going to. That's what it's all about. Best seat in the house. You've got it.
That's right. We have the hottest thing right now is definitely power. It's power recline. It puts your feet in the right position, puts your back in the right position, your head in the right position, and that's definitely the hottest thing right now.
Let me check this out. You know, it's like the remote. Wow, you've got the lumbar, you've got the foot rest area coming up. This is like the perfect seat at the 50-yard line for watching football and basketball and all your favorite games.
That's right. You can pretty much put yourself in the perfect position. So a lot of these new sofas have 3 different motors that are going to be perfectly customizable.
What is the most important thing when you're buying furniture here at Biters?
Well, definitely the most important thing is comfort. But you have to remember quality and also customizable. And we have all of those things to offer you, but comfort is the key.
Okay, the other key is if I want to shop online, you can do that with Biters too, right?
Absolutely. At biters.com, we redesigned our whole website. Now you can track your deliveries. And it's not only that you can track your deliveries, Gary, but it's going to be coming from a Biters truck, from a Biters employee, not a delivery service. And then we're going to give you, in addition to that, hundreds of items that you can buy at prices that compete with all the internet big names.
You just sold me. Nobody does it better. Furniture, mattress, appliance. The name is Biters. Check them out today. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Gary.
Hey, we're back. Fairfield postgame show. Gary Crispin and Babe Mayer. Boy, I tell you what, 39-7 dominant win for Henry Hynoski Shamokin Indians. They're 6-5, and they move on. And boy, I tell you, they're going to get a rematch with the Danville Ironmen, who beat them pretty badly earlier in the season. But this is a Shamokin team playing with confidence. They dominated up front. And after giving up the early 7 points, they came right back down, made it 7-6, and then grabbed an 18-7 lead at the half. Some great play calling, but power running, and then some nice play action passes.
And in the second half of the ball game, Loyalsock didn't have an answer. It got worse in the second half. Just total dominance, statistic-wise, and on the scoreboard, and just a great win for a Shamokin program that's been down for so long. All right, with such a tremendous athletic background, you know, as far as great teams and great players coming out of there. And well, I'll tell you what, I guess we can say they're back.
Yeah, they seem to be. Let's take a look at it. River Valley Transit big play. And this is the one that I think put it away for keeps. Colin Bowers has intercepted now 3 passes, run back for touchdowns, a pick 6. This time, that is not the play. I'm looking down. That was in the. I don't know what play that was, Mike. We're looking for the interception. Colin Bowers brought back. I just happened to look down here. Colin Bowers' interception back for a touchdown, 80 yards. That broke the back of that football team.
That sealed the game, and from that point on, it was just it was over. And you're going to go to.
Let's take a look at it now.
Here's the play right here. There it is. The play that he's going up the sideline. He right there just makes one man miss, makes another man miss. Got great blocking in front of him. And Connor Watkins is trying to keep him out of the end zone, but he's not going to be denied.
Yeah, 80-yard return. That broke the back of this football team. And 39-7 final score. Babe, you start taking a look at some of the stats. 294 total yards for Shamokin to 99 for Sock. 23-7 in first downs. And we talked to Max Madden, star of the game. He's only a freshman. Madden tonight, you put up some big numbers. And he's talking about running the football. Madden tonight had 190 in this ball game tonight on something like 33 carries.
Yeah, and what a ball game he played. This was a team effort, though. I'll tell you what. I mean, the offensive line, defensive line, secondary, everybody out there in that field contributed tonight to have a total dominating game over a team that in Loyalsock that is not a bad football team. And boy, they just got handled tonight.
Yeah, they sure did. Let's take, Biters game ball. We've had a tough time with Biters game ball. I'm going to give it to Eli Holler, who I thought did a good job defensively. Number 10. He's been their top tackler. Just a tough night in the trenches. Biters game ball goes to Eli Holler, who is a senior, led the team in tackles, and he was in the thick of just about everything. But boy, I say they're outmanned up front. But Eli Holler played so tough, came back, banged up a little bit, came back in the game, made some more big tackles. Eli Holler is our Biters game ball winner. And we'll be in touch with all the teams, and they'll be able to go to Biters and get the balls all set to go here after the season. Babe, scores of the other games. Let's talk about the scores. What do you see in there? Montoursville winning big 50-8, and the Montoursville Warriors will be the team that will be playing on the other bracket. Well, a big ball game there.
And surprisingly, Lewisburg 7-6 over Central Columbia. I thought Central Columbia would be able to score some points in that game. Didn't happen.
Yeah, they're going to be playing Lewisburg, and that's a game certainly we're going to be eyeing next week. It would be a Saturday night game. That's what we're understanding, Saturday night next week, and that's a very good chance that's a game we'll be doing next week at Montoursville. The other big game in this same bracket tonight, you had Lewisburg 7-6 over Central. Shamokin win in this game. They'll get a rematch with Danville, who beat them earlier. They won 57-14 over Warrior Run. So that is the story in our Harder scoreboard update. We'll come back. Final word, 39-7. Shamokin over the Lancers right after this. Hey, we're back here, Fairfield BMW post-game show. Rick Quigley and the gang here at Fairfield BMW. Wow, what a state-of-the-art facility. I know you're really proud of this one, Rick.
Yeah, it's a great facility. Shows off the cars well, great inventory, and got the guys here to sell and take care of everybody.
Okay, Courtney, sell me on this. First of all, the 640. Tell me about the 640. This is a great-looking, brand-new 2019.
Well, the 640 is for the guy who wants the sporty car but has the family. It's got all the room in the back, but boy, what a drive.
Okay, John Bueller, we've got another vehicle here. Tell me about the X2. I actually drove the X2. Sporty and fun to drive.
Oh yeah, a little under 230 horsepower. Brand new, just came out in 2018, and we expect a lot of more here in 2019. And a lot of fun, a lot of style, and it's great for even the old BMW owner.
Absolutely.
Why'd you look at Gary that way?
I guess that's me. The ultimate driving machine. Check it out here. Fairfield BMW. We'll be back with more of the postgame. Make it Fairfield for fair deals.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
When it comes to menswear, the Clothier has the biggest selection in Pennsylvania, all the top name brands. This is the Babe Mare Makeover.
Babe, there's two beautiful coats you've tried on. They're both by Jack Victor, the beautiful patterns. I think the one you have on is the one you should get. Babe, the quarter zip sweater, the shirt, the tie, the Bills khakis pants, and the Alderman shoes is a perfect match for you.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport. We're back. Fairfield postgame show. Gary Chrisman, Babe Mayer wrapping it up. Game 11 of the season. And tonight it was all Shamokin Indians 39-7 final score in this ball game. And we'll let you know on KISS FM and on CableSportsLive.com, our website, where we are next week. Very good chance we're going to be doing the Montoursville-Lewisburg game that would be at Montoursville. And Warriors keep moving along. We were hoping to see a Lancer-Warrior District 4 final. Not this time. Shamokin had something to say about it. They win it, gone away impressively, but I'm happy for Henry Hynoski and his team.
Well, I'm happy for Henry. He's had a lot of good things happen to him in his life, and he's the type of guy that is, on a football field, he knows how to throw the switch. He is tough, he's mean, he has everything going for him. But off the field, he's one of the nicest people you're ever going to meet, and you know that, Gary.
Yeah, and he's fired these guys up, and now the Indians have a winning attitude, a non-quit attitude. You saw it in their very first game that I said, Henry, was your impact game? And he said, I think the first game. They were down 21 to Milton, came back, beat them 34-33 at the tail end of the game. They also did a great job beating Lewisburg and beating Selinsgrove. So the Indians, even though they lost by a pretty good score to Danville, don't count them out. They're now playing really good football. For the Loyalsock Lancers, tough way to go down. A lot of really good seniors. Connor Watkins had a chance to come back, but boy, the dominance up front didn't give Connor a whole lot of time to throw the football tonight, and they took away the running game. And it wasn't the night for the Lancers, but certainly the Lancers finished the season at final 6-5 on the year. I know they wanted to be a little better than that.
Yeah, well, the Lancers had a rough season. A lot of tough things happened to them this year, starting with Connor Watkins and bringing Kavanaugh along to being the good quarterback that he was. And I think that's going to build on next season.
I don't think there's any question. For our entire crew, that's it. We're going to see you next week. District 4 playoff action continues here on Cable Sports, the Rennie Road Armor All-State Game of the Week. For Babe Mayer, Ben Reichley, our entire crew, I'm Gary Chrisman saying so long from Ken Robbins Stadium. Final score tonight, Shamokin winning it, first round, District 4 in AAA, 39-7 over the Loyalsock Lancers. See you next week. The Clothier in the heart of downtown Williamsport has the biggest selection of the state in all the top name brands. Vineyard Vines, Barber, Tommy Bahama, Sport Coats by Jack Victor and Hartshafter and Marks. Now did Babe Mayer make his decision?
Francis, this is the look.
Babe, promise me you're going to wear this on the football game show.
You know I will, Francis.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
The new go-to place for great food in East End is 505. That's right, 505. 505 Washington Boulevard, 7 days a week. They have great steaks and pasta, great sandwiches and salads, homemade soups, amazing homemade cheesecake, and they also do catering. 505 at 505 Washington Boulevard, right next door. Don't forget about Boulevard Brews with a huge selection. 505.
KISS 1027, the 80s to now.
Here comes South on 4th down. Flick, thrown to the end zone. That ball is caught. Cole Lentz, touchdown in traffic. Out of the gun, Shear. Warriors. They're going to flare it out here. They've got that little quick flip screen. Mull, 30, 25, 20. Dylan Mull, the distance. Touchdown, Warriors. Kavanaugh, big play was to Chofie. Sophomore steps up, throwing for that corner.
The ball is caught. What a catch, Ross. Touchdown. You're not going to see one better than that.